of Live Break Room? Then you have come to the right place. We are opening Live Break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the Live Break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your Live Break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the Live Break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Alex Tellez. We got our new guys here, Ricky, we got Andy, we got everybody. We got a big show today. Brand new vault in the room. All the headliners out there. We have like 4 or 5 custom helmets. That incredible John Elway is a 6-6 lid. 1 box from the old, 1 box from the new. Then we move on to the new series all by itself. That college break, which was hot last night, you guys saw it. We still got 6 headliners in the final 11 boxes, including the great Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Tim Tebow. We got Prime Time. We got Puka Nacua. We got a lot of great stuff. The practice squad, loaded with headliners, still authentics. The Shannon Sharp Speed Flex. Jerseys, almost everything is out there. The diamonds are always great. I can't wait to get started, guys. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Doing
not
great.
all fucking once, right?
Yeah, right? Everyone's like, who makes the first move?
You gotta ask as the host.
Yeah,
You gotta
right.
Identify someone
No,
first.
Andy's starting first
back
here.
early after the late show last night, so still got a bunch of stuff, bunch of good stuff, like you said. So I'm excited.
Last night was so much fun, and today's going to be just as fun. How about you, Ricky? How you doing, man?
I am doing great. Can't wait to. Yesterday was exciting. I hope we just go right into today.
Yeah, so we'll have
keep the vibes going.
Ricky producing as best he can here, his first time during the noon show. We'll have Andy produce during the 3 p.m. show. Alex is here to monitor these guys, teach them the ropes. We call him Latino Heat.
That's my nickname from David Griffin. Latino Heat.
He's known as King of the Midday because he does more of these midday shows than we think anybody. So
Viva la Raza, right?
yeah, King of the Midday. So let's get the show started. We have no pre-fills, but we do have a personal. So I actually go ahead. I'll do a quick top to bottom rundown. Then we'll do the personal, and probably by then we might have the vault sold out. We are only 3 spots to go in the vault. So let's get it started with our randomizer, our dice roll, and our chase wheel spin for the show. So 2 virtual dice looking for 6 or higher, 6 and a 4, 10 on the dice roll. All right, 10 clicks. A lot of clicks, a lot of boxes. That's what I like to say. Wheel of names. Let's see what we're chasing today in the UA Live break room. Load wheel of names. Come on. There it goes. Today's chase item of the show. We've got ourselves the jerseys. All right. Jerseys are the chase. That's probably one thing you haven't seen yet, Ricky. All the jersey breaks, all the names that you pasted into the jersey breaks, paste them into the chase wheel spin as well. So that was also been a hot series lately here with our guy Tyson Newson joining the jerseys. But first, let's get started on this tour of the break page and this brand new Vault Series, 35 boxes. And we got ourselves how many headliners? We have, I think that's 12 photoed headliners. We got 5 Vault keys with bonus gift cards. And we have 4 more secondary headliners. Here's one we don't get often, Donovan McNabb. That's something different. So that is a 16 in 35 chance at a headliner, 21 in 35 at a headliner or a Vault key. There might be one in a headliner box lately. That is very, very possible. Names are great, though. I mean, we have probably the 2 best receivers of all time in this series. On a speed flex, Jerry Rice. We got Randy Moss with the dollar bills. Look at this helmet, guys. This is absolutely insane. Straight cash homie. Ricky, it's not on the Vikings this time, though. The Patriots lid. His best season actually as a Patriot. 23 touchdowns. Broke Jerry Rice's record of 22 in a single season. Blue visor, awesome lid. More customs in here. Deebo Samuel with the red. One of the better receivers in the league. Jordy Nelson, the Packer Hydro Speed Flex. He was a beast with Aaron Rodgers. And then we have maybe the best one, John Elway. That custom rip. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this guy. I don't necessarily love Dan Orlovsky. I would put John Elway top 10, but Dan Orlovsky, I think this morning I saw on social media, put him as the 3rd best quarterback of all time.
I think that's
so.
high. I thought you were going to say Dan Orlovsky was ahead of John Elway.
No,
that's what I thought you were going with that first.
No, but
it's early.
It's a little high, but he's definitely top 10 for me. He's an awesome quarterback. We got some good receivers in here. Here's one we haven't seen in a hot minute. How about Justin Herbert? Speaking of quarterbacks, once we clear out that pairing, that next vault is going to have the AFC West pair up with John Elway and Justin Herbert. You can pair up with Chris Carter, Jordy Nelson in the NFC North. We got ourselves Michael Vick out there in the South. Rice and Deebo Samuel for 49er fans. Waddle and Moss in the AFC East. A lot of options, a lot of awesome headliners in here. And it'll show you if they're authentic or rep. And actually, everything that's photoed is authentic except for Max Crosby and then Jalen Waddle. So mostly authentics here in the vault. We did sell out the vault, so actually that break will be ready to go here in a second. Real quick, the college, 11 boxes left. We got 5 photoed headliners. That's the Tim Tebow, O.J. Simpson, Puka Nacua, Champ Bailey, and Primetime, all authentic helmets here in the college series. Diamond, 6 to go. The best break in the room, typically. All the photoed names are gone, but we have Isaac Bruce, Josh Jacobs, secondary headliners in the Diamonds. Practice squad, 5 to go. We got the Tyreek Hill slate went last night, but man, CJ Stroud is still available. We got ourselves the Roger Staubach, Andre Johnson, Kurt Warner went last night, actually, excuse me, but Staubach, Johnson, Shannon Sharp, Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, all available in here. A lot of big names in the practice squad. Can't miss. We're down to just 10 boxes left, 5 headliners left. CJ Stroud, LaDainian Tomlinson, Chris Carter. Then we got Trayvon Diggs and Evan Engram, secondary headliners. 1 and 4, licensed Pippen jersey, licensed Ovechkin jersey, Sosa and Piazza with only 11 boxes left, plus a Mike Tyson secondary headliner. We have ourselves can't miss single. We have a college single, jerseys. Diamonds also sold out. So a lot of stuff is coming up. Strahan, Gates, Montana, Hutchinson, McCaffrey, Irvin, and Adams in the jerseys. Let's get breaking, right? This is the name of the game. We have the Diamonds actually sold out first.
Yes.
Diamonds before the vault. So Diamond single number 1, drop me a box number. I guess, Andy, you can stretch your legs, right?
Yep.
So Stephen Crowell, Chris Taft, Pat Rich, Brad Kyrie, and Steven Lenhart in the Diamonds. Game on the line, Diamonds. Let me know, guys, what you would like for your box numbers. Game on the line. Steven Lenhart wants 3. Thank you, Steven.
Right on top.
3 works. 3 going off the ticker. Thank you, sir. Box 3. Thank you, Andy. Let's get these guys thrown in the randomizer. 10 clicks coming up. Game on the line, Diamonds. So this should be obviously a break that we always play. Last night we had a Sean Alexander filler hit coming out of this series, which is wild to think about. Sean Alexander filler here in the break room. 10 clicks on the way. Good luck, guys. Our first break of the show. Thinking the first of many. No doubt about it today. 9 and 10 clicks. We got Steven Lenhart up top. The other Steven Cruello right below. I'm assuming it's Steven. If it's Stefan, let me know, because I've been calling him Steven. He's never said anything. Chris Taft, that's one I can't mess up. NFC East, Pat Rich, Niner fan, right where he wants to be in the NFC West. Steven Lenhart, you've got the AFC North. We got Brad Kyrie, AFC South. Chris Taft, AFC East. And then Steven, you've got the AFC West. First box of the show, box 3 in the diamonds.
All right, let's get it started.
The answer box, Allen Iverson, right?
Yep.
What's the answer to this question?
Hopefully it's a good one.
I mean, it is the diamonds. It's going to be really good. As for the player, ooh, this is nice. The secondary headliner left. Isaac Bruce on the Lunar Authentic. 5th all-time in receiving yards. Recently got in the Hall of Fame. Awesome wide receiver. It's the Niner fan Pat Rich taking home a Ram helmet. The great Isaac Bruce. Good start.
Yeah, that's clean. Isaac Bruce, like he said, just made the Hall of Fame. Took him long enough. But
Yeah, a couple years ago.
I like that white. The white with the yellow is always a good look.
Looks nice. Probably part of the best offense of all time. The greatest show on turf.
Yep.
You put those guys in the modern NFL. Oh, look out, right? With the modern rules, I mean, trying to mark Bruce and Holt with, Kurt Warner throwing the ball. Good luck, rest of the league, right? These guys are beasts. We have our vault coming up next. Vault is next. So actually, I just need vault one number. Vault, drop me a box number, because we actually, the last vault is right here, Andy. And then the new vaults are back there, I think, Alex, right?
Yep.
The new vaults are back there. So just need one number from the new vaults out of 35, all of them available. Chris Taft, Craig Crenshaw, James Strode, and Steven Lenhart in here. Let me know, guys, what we are thinking here in the vault. Chris Taft wants 18. All right, Chris. 18 works. Let's do it. Let's do 18, my friend. I am good with that. 18 works. Come on, Jordy. Chris Taft wants the Jordy Nelson. He's a Packer fan. We don't get a lot of Jordy Nelson here in the room, so that might be perfect for you, Mr. Taft. Might be right up your alley. Only had him a handful of times, honestly. That's a very, very rare name in the room. I get so used to seeing the same names. I love seeing different stuff here in the UA Live break room. No doubt about that. So Chris down to Steven. We got 10 clicks coming up in the vault double box. And then it's going to be just a new series by itself after this. Single and double both. It's going to be probably the hot break. The vault is usually one of the fan favorites. You guys saw it firsthand last night. That vault was bumping. No Brady, but so many huge names in this one. Can't go wrong. 10 clicks. Steven Lenhart up top. He's got that Nelson spot. Right below in the NFC South is Chris Taft. NFC East is Craig Crenshaw, NFC West. Steven's got the AFC North. Craig AFC South. Steven AFC East. And James Strode out there in the AFC West. Good luck, folks. I will actually start with the new series. Let's start the right way. Box 18 coming up. 18 of 35. No minis, no reps, or no jerseys, excuse me. All full-size authentics and reps in here. Very first box is definitely an authentic. Here you go, sir. Oh, the retro. The retro Seattle Seahawk lid. Warren Moon, our first mooning of the day. Craig Crenshaw, in your face, Craig. You've been mooned. Just like last night, Craig Crenshaw refuses to lose. The guy does not know what losing is. He's got the Hall of Fame quarterback, Warren Moon. He's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, a Canadian Football League Hall of Famer, 5-time Grey Cup champion, former Grey Cup MVP, also in the NFL, 9 Pro Bowls. If you take his Canada yards and his NFL yards, he's like 6th or 7th all-time in passing yards. This guy is an absolute beast. So great job, Craig. I love the retro Seahawk authentic.
I was going to say,
the great Warren Moon.
Unpopular opinion, better than the current lid for the Seahawks?
I don't even
'Cause
think
this-
that's unpopular.
This is what
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
remember
think
when I
that's-
was booting up video games when I was a kid. Was this lid, not the current?
No,
one.
those are great. Like we had the Broncos helmet yesterday. The blue just looks good.
Those
Blue
are
always looks
two of the
good.
best retros. I mean, this is what Sean Alexander started wearing when he was playing. So, great job, Craig. It's a filler hit, but a good one. Warren Moon as a filler hit? He wasn't even a secondary headliner in this series. On an authentic at that. We are off and running. This is sometimes a headliner in our break room. Just a filler hit. Craig Crenshaw, congrats, man. Warren Moon. So I'm guessing he ate nothing for breakfast today as well, because that's what he says the key is, nothing for breakfast.
Early for a mooning.
Early for mooning. You wake up and, moonings come out
Has it
already.
even been 12 hours?
It has not been
Since the
12
last
hours.
mooning?
It was one of the last boxes of the show last night. We had a mooning in the house. All right, one more in the old series, and then definitely think this will be the hot break this afternoon, guys. That box right there.
This one?
Yeah, it's the last one. I think we put it there because we knew it was going to happen here very, very soon. Otherwise, let me take a quick peek at the break page. What we got coming up next. We're 5 to go on that can't miss. 5 to go in the practice squad. 5 to go already in the next vault. 5 to go already in the next one. So, guys, this will be the break. I know, Alex, you and I have done this many times during these noon and 3 shows, but this could go in the next 2 shows. I don't want Colin to see it tonight. Sorry, Colin. Nothing for you, Colin. No vaults for you. Maybe leave him 1. We get all of them done but the Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice of you.
He's an Eagle fan, so we got ourselves one of the best corners in the league. Another incredible filler hit, Trayvon Diggs. Led the league in picks a few years ago, and he's actually become a better corner. Like, he doesn't get as many picks, but he also doesn't allow as many touchdowns, Trayvon Diggs. Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Chris Taft. Congrats on the Trayvon Diggs Cowboy lid. Very nice. So he didn't get the Jordy that he wanted, but he did get a W, and that's always good to get a W in the break room for Mr. Taft. And actually, he won a bunch of Cowboys recently. He's on a Cowboy run. He doesn't like the Cowboys, and it's the 3rd Diggs he's won in 3 days. All right, so
crazy.
Chris, my advice for this situation is always keep one, trade one, sell one, right? Like we have those memes, who do you start, who do you bench, who do you cut? Keep, sell, trade, Chris. Get the best of all worlds with the Trayvon Diggs. So, Trayvon Diggs is a ball hog glued to the football. He's currently glued to Chris Taft. Those 2 guys are one and the same. So, congrats, though, on the win. I always say better to have doubles and triples than to have L's, right? Nothing worse than an L.
That triples is best.
Yeah, right? So it is kind of funny, but that's okay. I definitely congratulate you on the W, Chris. 24 folks watching. What's going on, guys? Say hello to the new guys here. New guys in the building.
New blood.
New blood. Andy and Ricky. Alex, I remember when you were the new guy, and now you're like a veteran here, right?
I believe it.
That was like 3 cycles ago, 3
Yeah.
hiring cycles ago. Alex Tellez, the new guy. I'll never forget Alex's first night producing himself.
We skipped through the lunch break.
We skipped through the lunch
I
break.
think
It was
we did
like,
100 boxes.
yeah,
And I finished the night by eating a sandwich.
yes. It was
On
like
air.
4 to midnight is what we were on, about 8 hours straight. And I always usually say we don't eat in the break room. And I was like, Alex, you deserve pulling
Yeah.
out that sandwich. The dude did work.
That
So
was my first day by myself.
Yes.
I know the first night I sat and watched Colin, and then the next night,
yeah,
these guys went crazy.
that's what they do on our break page. That's what they do. All right, I'll drop in this vault. 5 to go in this vault double. This link is definitely coming up here soon. Here you guys go for the vault double. And let's see here. 4 to go in the college double. I'll drop that in as well. Where are my Tim Tebow fans? Where's Blake Miller at? Remember Blake Miller, Alex?
Oh, yeah. Bucks fan.
And he's a Florida Gator fan. So that's right up his alley, Mr. Tim Tebow. So here's that link for the college. And let's see here. Those are probably coming up next. The practice squad, 5 to go. I'll drop that link in as well, guys. Now let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. So we are needing a Lion fan in our break room, Alex, because Ricky's a Viking fan. We got Dom, a Packer fan.
Yep.
Andy, thankfully, is a Bear fan.
Yeah.
Thank
So
God.
I don't know what it is. We have Colin Rudiso is an Eagle fan. We give him a lot of flack for it. And I'm like, why is there so many guys from Chicago that don't like the Bears?
That's
Like,
really-
what's the explanation for you, Ricky?
It's weird. So first off, I'd say my family never had that like Bear fan that's like you're a Bear fan.
Sure.
Loved Randy Moss, Chris Carter, but then later out I found out my dad as a kid liked the Cleveland Browns and the Vikings. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
maybe the Vikings just is in my blood.
You know
Okay.
why people don't like the Bears? Because they stink.
And now we're gonna be good.
That's why people are like, I'm
very
not gonna be a
painful.
Bears fan.
Changing of the guard.
Vikings haven't won any
Changing
Super
the guard
Bowls
with this guy
recently
right
either.
here.
Yeah,
This guy's
Caleb
gonna change it all.
Williams. We believe. You see, I thought I was the Caleb Williams hype man, but then I met Alex
Oh, yeah.
and I met Steven, and these guys might be
in.
hyping him even more.
All in.
So
And
let's.
this is the last 2 years, it's just generational prospects in every sport. We got
Yeah.
Wemby, we got Bedard,
Yep.
and now we got Caleb.
Yep.
Chicago's
Let's
got
go.
2 of them.
Let's go. Not bad. Yes, Pat Rich, Debo is in the vault. Actually, man, we've done one vault break, and we have one filler, which is crazy as a filler. Warren Moon Authentic. You're looking at him. All the headliners are out there in the vault. Not only is Debo Samuel out there, we have a Jerry Rice Salute to Service Speedflex, man. You're a 49er fan. This break has your name written all over it. 100, what is it, $64, I think, for the double, or is it, what is it, 164?
164.
164. He gets a Jerry Rice Speedflex and a custom ripped Debo Samuel Authentic. Those two combined, I could pretty easily say worth north of more than $1,500, maybe more, maybe a little bit less. You know, values differ, but I would definitely say probably more than $1,500 combined, if not pushing $2,000. And you can get those for $164, Pat Rich. That's the play for you, man. Todd Palma, Seahawk fan. That is Warren Moon, my friend. Warren Moon. Let's make it happen, guys. 5 to go on that break. Pat Rich might buy the last 5 spots. He's a diehard Niner fan. Where's Gisela Luster at? Somebody call Gisela and get her to the break room. So that's going to be the hot break today. I mean, look at all these custom lids. We have either custom lids or speed flexes. We have the Vic Speed Flex, which is Craig Crenshaw. Where you at, Craig? Debo Samuel ripped custom authentic. John Elway ripped custom authentic with the artwork. Hydro Speed Flex, Jordy Nelson. Jerry Rice on the Salute to Service Speed Flex. Randy Moss with the dollar signs. Brian Dawkins with that sick visor as well. Also a Speed Flex. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 helmets in here that are either ripped or a Speed Flex. This is, and it shows you right here what everything is. I highly recommend jumping in here, right? The Dawkins is a Speed Flex too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawkins is a Speed Flex as well. So I say we have ourselves 12 headliners and 34 boxes that are photoed, but it's actually 6 in 34 chance at a custom authentic, which is really, really good. Nice, Craig Crenshaw. If you're interested in a trade, let me know, says Todd. There you go, Todd. Craig's a Falcon guy, so he's always looking for Falcon hits in the break room. I guess my question for the chat and for you guys as well watching, the new guys and Alex too, what do you guys most want to see in this series? Like, what's the best lid in here?
I like the Vic, obviously, but that Brian Dawkins is awesome. The green visor, and I love the Eagles helmets.
Yeah, they look clean.
Yeah, no, I mean you can't really go wrong. Jordy Nelson, I mean even as a Bears fan, that's a great helmet.
It's a
And
Speed
then,
Flex.
like you said, your buddy Dan Orlovsky, John Elway, 3rd best quarterback of all time.
That's what he said. That's what he said. It was like 3rd or 4th. I know he was in the top 5. How about you guys? What do you think?
I want an exact prediction, and this is exactly what I want to see. We're 3 away from the double box.
Yeah.
Give me Randy Moss followed by Chris Carter in the same poll.
Ooh.
Favorite guys.
Give me those two in the same poll.
That
Or
would be
three
Yeah,
away. Three away.
I'm with him on the Randy Moss. I think it just looks sick. I mean, I love a lot of the Patriot stuff is starting to grow on me. Plus, you got the money signs on there with the blue visor.
Yeah,
Looks clean.
my favorite visor in the game right now is the blue visor. That's my new kick. The green is probably like right behind it, but man, that blue visor is sick.
Yeah.
Chris is surprised no Cowboys featured. Yeah, I had to mix it up a little bit. You know this very well, Chris. There will be Cowboys in this series. Just because they're not featured doesn't mean they won't be in here. We got a lot of Cowboys in the room with the dollar signs. Now, there's some stories that Randy Moss would carry hundreds of dollars in his wallet. You know, the story is, don't carry more than, $40 in case you lose your wallet. He would put thousands of dollars in his wallet. But then again, he did have a lot of money to lose, right?
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna say it's
say-
$40 to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 40 to him might be a couple thousand.
Straight cash homie. Speaking of 1,000, that's a lid that would go for over $1,000. I know Fanatics.com retails Randy Moss Authentic at $1,000. This one has dollar signs. It's got a visor. This is definitely $1,000+ helmet in the break room, and you can get it for $164, $82. It is. I mean, this is a centerpiece item. The Benjamin Franklin's on there. This is the best receiving season ever. Randy Moss with Tom Brady, 23 receiving touchdowns. This guy was literally unstoppable. Just throw the ball up there, and Randy Moss will get it. I think there's not a more talented receiver ever. Now, Rice to me is the GOAT, but if I had one guy for one season and you told me he was going to go out there and ball, this is the guy I'm taking, Randy Moss.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Biggest
for sure.
what if in sports is if he would have went to Notre Dame because Lou Holtz wanted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou wanted him. He had the off the field issues, and then he went to Marshall.
Yeah, and it ended up working out for. I know Florida State wanted
Yeah,
him
he
as
said-
well.
Yeah.
Him and Deion Sanders,
Sanders.
excuse me. I was looking at the Debo list. Deion Sanders, FSU. I think Bobby Bowden, the former coach, said the two best athletes he's seen in person were Deion Sanders and Randy Moss.
I believe it.
So, by the way, primetime. I know Chris, no Cowboys featured in here, but there's a primetime lid in that college break, the Florida State lid, that is super duper clean. So 3 left. I'll drop that link in again for you guys. This double is coming up soon. Let's get this done. The best time to play a double box break. When is it, Alex? You know it very well.
Oh, early.
Early. Why is that? Because more people can double up, more options for multiple hits, and you guys have both seen it yesterday. Tons of double ups. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we had our 9er double up to start the vault last night, and we're sold out actually. Let me guess, Pat Rich,
Steven Lenhart.
Steven Lenhart in the house. What's up, Steven? Vault double number 2. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. We are off and running in the vault. So let's hear it. Who's got the boxies? Who's got the headliners? Who's got the heat here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room? Looking forward to some awesome, awesome lids tonight. No doubt about it. Can we close out the vault in a day like yesterday, right?
I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe by the end of the show.
Let's do it by the end of the show. Maybe these guys will skip their lunch break. Alex, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll go and grab him a sandwich.
Yeah, right? I guess we do have multiple guys here. Ricky's doing a good job so far.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
Ricky is doing it big up there with the orders. All right, so let me pull up the list here real quick. We have Chris Taft, Pat Rich, Steven Lenhart. I'll give you guys about 20 seconds here on a box number. If I don't have numbers in 20 seconds, I'm going on the wheel. Pat wants 1 in 30. Thank you, Pat. 1 in 30 works. Box 1 and box 30 in the 2-minute drill vault double. Actually, let me put up the new numbers. What's the first one we did in the new series? I could look in the chat real quick. I forgot to take it off. 3. It was 3. So actually, we have 2 through 29. Actually, 2, and then we have 4 to 39. And then we have 5 vault keys still out there. A through E. All right, that ticker is updated. Thank you, sir. Let's get these guys set up here in our vault. I know what Pat Rich is looking for, but how about you guys in the chat? What are you guys looking for? Steven Lenhart, I know what Chris Tath is looking for. He's a Packer fan. There's a Hydro Speedflex, Jordy Nelson. But what about you, Steven? What would you like? I know Steven is a Panther fan, which I will say this, Steven, stay tuned till the next Diamonds. There might be something you like in the next Diamonds, my friend. Don't miss out on that one. I'm sure they all want Randy Moss, but I don't know what else they're interested in the series. He wants the Elway, okay. Yeah. John Elway, definitely an awesome lid, no doubt about it. NFC North, we got Steven Lenhart, Chris Taft, the NFC South. Oh, he's a Bronco fan. Why did I think you're a Panther fan? I'm dumb. Well, even better, man. Bronco fan. I don't know. Oh, Cody Hall's a Panther fan. I think Cody Hall he's won so much recently in the break room that I keep thinking of him.
Well, you would think that somebody who wins that much wouldn't be a Panther fan.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Right.
The Panthers used to win Jake Delhomme.
That is true. Yeah,
Jake Delhomme, Super Bowl. So Chris in the NFC South, Steven NFC East, Chris NFC West, AFC North, Steven Lenhart AFC South, Pat Rich AFC East and AFC West. Pat's got the Brady or the Moss spot and the spot as well for Elway, and he's got the Herbert spot as well.
Oh, I know for the vault numbers you put the 39. It's out of 35.
Did I? Okay, 1 second here. It is out of 35. Yep, you're correct, Alex. Out of 35. By the way, Larry Rossland, I know you're watching, Larry. Get in the breaks, Larry. We have a big-time Bronco fan, watches every show, and he'll comment anytime a Bronco comes out, he drops the eyeball emoji. So I know you're out there, Larry. You're lurking. Come and get that John Elway helmet.
He's going to put the eyeball emoji.
He's going to put it in. He's usually active if there's Bronco stuff happening or if I spin a low number on the wheel. So he must have been not watching last night because that was brutal. We got a vault key. Nice. Our first vault key, bonus money. The full-size helmet plus the vault key. You could probably put that one in there. Full-size rep here. Oh, you're going to like this one, Ricky. You're going to like this one. Oh. Dante Culpepper, the Viking Flash, the Culpepper filler hit.
Out Culpepper.
He was rolling, baby. That's what he was doing. We're rolling in the break room. Former Pro Bowl quarterback, once led the NFL in passing yards, once in passing touchdowns. Fantastic quarterback. I mean, we have Moss and Carter out there in the series. Mm-hmm. This guy was throwing those guys the ball back in the day. Steven Lenhart, NFC North. Nice start on Dante Culpepper. And this is how good this series is, by the way, guys. I always say the Diamonds, the Vault, the high-end series are the best series. We had a Warren Moon authentic filler hit, and usually the Vault keys come with the lesser hits in the series. If this is one of the lesser hits, we are in for a treat in this series. Congrats, Steven. Dante Culpepper.
Very underrated quarterback. I know.
Absolutely.
Ricky, you're a Dante Culpepper.
One game away from a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Those pesky Giants.
It was not a very close game.
Well, we would have.
Let's say that about a lot of Vikings
let's be honest. We would have lost to that Ravens defense.
Who
They were
won?
really
Right?
good.
Ray Lewis and the
Yeah.
boys.
You could probably say that about a lot of Vikings quarterbacks. We were just one win away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one of which the other team cheated, but we're not going to get into
Ah,
that now.
okay.
Bounty Gate.
My Dante is actually him going to the Dolphins.
Yep.
It's that Nick Saban wanted Drew Brees.
Yeah.
And they went with Dante Culpepper.
Nick Saban usually knows best. He usually knows best. He knows football.
Hey, it's still time. You never know.
So
Was that at the time he went to the Saints when he was
That's,
like? In
Drew
between?
Brees was going to go to the Dolphins. They didn't want him because the shoulder and everything, so he went to the Saints.
yeah, that could have been very, very different.
Nick Saban might have still been in the NFL.
Well for both sides, except for the Dolphins.
Yes.
Except for the Dolphins.
Sean Payton's happy.
Yeah, I'm not a Sean Payton fan, so you'll like that. Not the biggest
me
Payton
neither.
fan. Ooh, okay. This is another authentic filler hit in here, man. They just keep on coming. There's actually a secondary headliner. Steven Lenhart's winning them both. Donovan McNabb on the beautiful Eagle Authentic.
Chi-Town guy, Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel High School.
Brandon Combs, our coworker, picked them off in practice.
There you go. I think he was being nice to Brandon. I don't know that story actually, Alex, but I love Donovan McNabb. Dual threat guy. He was a fantastic quarterback. Part of the early Andy Reid teams. He never had good receivers. Todd Pinkston, James Trash was literally trash. Freddie Mitchell.
Come on, man.
Yeah, these guys were terrible.
Freddie Mitchell was awesome.
I mean,
Two-sport athlete
yeah,
at Syracuse. Played basketball, too.
yeah.
So,
Uh,
no, Donovan McNabb was always cool. The chunky Campbell's soup commercials.
I love those with his
were
mom.
Awesome, yeah.
With
Mama
his mom,
McNabb.
Mama McNabb, second in the MVP voting in 2000, 6 Pro Bowls, 234 touchdowns and 117 picks, 2-to-1 touchdown to pick ratio, dual threat guy, went to 4 straight NFC championships. Pretty good for a non-photoed headliner, Steven Lenhart. The vault key, you all right, Pat Rich? Steven, let me know what vault key letter you would like. I just want to open these boxes up so much that I'm skipping the vault keys. This series is too good to be true. Steven wants E for Elway. All right, E for Elway works, Steven?
Grab the box.
Yeah, just it says vault box D, or E actually, excuse me. E for Elway. So as much as $300, as little as $50 in here. 300, 200, and we have 2 100s. Let me get this written up for Steven. All right, Donovan McNabb. I'll put this one over here. I mean, this desk will be very, very different as the show goes on. Probably all 3 of these guys will not be on the desk when it's over, but let's give them a little love. Let's give these guys a little bit of love. No photo headliners gone yet, by the way. We are already, I think this was actually the first double in the new series. So 3 boxes in, no headliners yet in the vault that are photoed. McNabb was a secondary headliner. All right, Steven Lenhart, big money, my friend. He won both of the helmets and a $300 gift card.
Good start to the day.
Holy cow. So 164 times 3. Math is hard, but he spent a little bit more than $400 in this break. He gets 300 back. He got a Dante Culpepper full-size rep and a Donovan McNabb full-size authentic, essentially for just over $100. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, good start to the day.
Yeah, good start. What was the breakfast today, Steven Lenhart? What was the breakfast, man? Let me know. Breakfast of Champions here, apparently, for Steven. I know he's far from done, though, because he got $300 to spend, and he still got a John Elway authentic out there for you. Let's keep it rolling. Pat Rich says, congrats, Steven. Big congrats, Mr. Lenhart. Here's the next link. We have 5 to go in that next vault double. This will be coming up soon. I want to see the headliners, right? I know, Alex, you and I have done this long enough that none of these 3 lids will be in the hit video. None of these will be on the desk. These are the appetizers, right? I mean, you go to Olive Garden, these are the never-ending breadsticks. Never-ending good stuff, but better stuff ahead. Oh, here we go. Cheese blitz with strawberries and a side of hash browns. Oh, my God. There you go. Can we pretend I'm new so I can get a W, says James Strode. No pretending here. This is the real deal, James.
You're new to me, so
You're new to the new
there
guys,
you go.
exactly.
So if that helps.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, I don't know. People believe in that new luck mojo. It is real. People do really well when they're new, but I don't know, James. You've done pretty well. James Strode has one of the most iconic wins in UA history. This may even been before your time, Alex. Maybe it was when you were here. But Richard Cox had 7 spots in a diamond single. James Strode had 1 spot, and he sniped the Tom Brady authentic.
Oh.
It was unbelievable. Absolutely. Man, that vault is awesome, said Pat Rich. I've got to catch a plane. See you guys soon, hopefully. Sounds good. Fly safe, Pat Rich. And there is Wi-Fi on the planes. Because unfortunately for Pat, the Niner lids will be gone by the time probably his flight
Is
lands.
he going back to Alaska?
I don't know. How long is the flight, Pat Rich? Yep, I remember everybody, James Strode. That's what I do. I remember everything. That's my brain.
Roy Kent of memories.
Roy Kent of memories. You guys watch Ted Lasso?
He's
Yeah.
here.
Yes. He's everywhere. I say every
I would
effing
stop right
everywhere.
there. Keep it PG.
Yeah, keep it PG. Roy Kent is sometimes in our break room on that 1 and 4. We've had Roy Kent soccer ball, Roy Kent
Really?
Funko Pop. Absolutely. How about last night's W? What'd you get last night, James Strode? There was like 49 boxes last night. Brown was dealing. Yeah.
Kamen almost jinxed him. You must have missed that.
Oh, the Cubs. Yes. No hitter for Brown. I mean, I guess it is technically a no hitter. He didn't pitch 9 innings, but he did get no hitter over 7.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't count, right?
No, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count officially.
He didn't even get the win.
No, he
So,
didn't,
no, it
because the
doesn't
bullpen
count.
blew it.
Yeah.
But he was great.
6 hours.
6 hours.
Yikes.
I hate to say it, Pat Rich. The vault will be gone in the next 6 hours, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one left for him. Maybe. We'll see. 6 hours is what from now? That's about 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Pat might be out of luck. This series might be gone by then.
Man,
Plus by the
6
time he
hours
gets
is
off
long.
and everything.
Where are you flying? That's a really long flight.
Odd
I mean,
hours.
I fly to
Like, you're not
Europe
out of country.
every
Going
couple
for
years.
6 hours.
California to New York or
He's
something?
got to be going coast to coast.
Yeah.
Well, unless he's going from Florida to Alaska, right?
Because
That
it's
seems like
it's
a-
4 hours from here to Cali.
Maybe he's going to
Or
Mexico.
from here to Arizona.
Where are you going, Pat Rich? We gotta know. Where's the flight, brother?
Where in the world is Pat Rich going?
Oh my
we
God.
gotta place our bets on where he's going first, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I think Alaska. He goes to he goes there. He's from
Yeah.
there. What's the story?
I just know that was his last trip.
Yeah, his last trip
He's like,
was
oh, sorry
Alaska.
guys, I'm not gonna be able
I'm
to
gonna
play.
say-
I'm going
I'm
to
gonna say
Alaska. Next
Mexico.
thing you know, he's still playing.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Mexico. I don't know why.
I'm gonna say the planes have Wi-Fi. Like that is, I think you gotta pay a little bit more, but you get the Randy Moss helmet that pays for your flight and your Wi-Fi probably.
He's going to Washington.
Washington, I don't know, maybe 2 to go. Actually, 1 to go on that vault double. We are knocking on that doorstep in the vault. James Strode, Stephen Lenhart, Chris Taft, they're all in. Alaska is beautiful, says James Strode, lived in Fairbanks for 3 years. Yeah, I would actually like to visit Alaska, but in the summer, because I am not a cold weather guy. I know I'm from Chicago, but I don't like the cold weather personally. Alaska just a little bit too cold for me. Maybe in the summer.
Carlos Boozer is from Alaska.
A
he
former
really?
Bull.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
from Anchorage.
Well, in
Anchorage,
Alaska, you
that's
got to
the
get
capital.
those blackout curtains.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
it?
like I've heard stories where you got to get like blackout curtains. 'Cause, like,
Doesn't Alaska have
it's
the
sun all
Iditarod,
day at some
right?
points.
Doesn't Alaska have the it's like the town where everything is in the one building? Have you
I
guys
have
seen
no
that?
idea.
No,
Yeah,
I'll have to
it's a
check it
town,
out.
And the whole thing is in this one building. All the
So-
stores, everything. It's crazy.
That sounds fun. We're all going to Alaska with Pat Rich and James Strode. Party in
about our
Alaska. So Craig Crenshaw says, sure, Todd Palmer, are you a Seahawk fan? I believe Craig Todd is a Seahawk fan. Longtime customer here at UA. Pretty sure Todd is a Seahawk fan. So maybe he's got something good for you. Let's go, says James Strode. Let's do it. Let's do it. James Strode, let's make it happen. That would be fun. I mean, I can think of no better people to go to Alaska than with you guys and Pat and James and, our customers. These guys are fun. So 1 to go. Who's going to get the closer magic? One of the best closer ever for a football career, probably John Elway, right? 2 Super Bowls, walks out on top. I've never seen that happen before, where a guy wins back-to-back championships and then walks away. Now, Michael Jordan won 3, but technically he came back with the Wizards, so not the same
I
necessarily.
don't know what
But
you're talking about. Never happened.
that never happened. The
Never
Wizards
happened.
years never happened. I'm up for a party anywhere, says James Strode. Let's go, James. Let's party, baby.
All right, Pat Rich hosting Colin's bachelorette party
There we
in
go.
Alaska.
In Alaska. That's great. Yeah, Colin Rudiso, guys, apparently getting engaged.
Bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
I was like, is there some joke that I'm not privy to?
Yeah, it is a joke. People in the chat said that Colin Rudiso is getting engaged, and it's stuck. So people think he's engaged when he's not actually engaged.
Oh, I accidentally said
He said Bachelorette.
Oh, Bachelorette? Oh, my bad.
Does he have a girlfriend?
He does have a girlfriend.
So does she know about this ongoing joke?
I think there's a lot of pressure. They've been together for a while, so he's kind of at that point of no return, right?
Yeah, that's good.
So, one spot to go. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? I know James Strode, by the way. He's looking for that Troy Polamalu, Steeler fan in the house. Our guy James Strode. And speaking of longtime customers, this is what's great about this room is that I always say this: we're here every single day. You can take a break. Finances sometimes don't add up. You spend a lot of money. Take a break and come back. These guys almost always do come back. I mean, I think James didn't play with us for 5, 6, 7 months, and he's back. And as he says, ready for a party anywhere, anytime. James Strode, party animal. So, who's gonna get that final spot? So we can see some of these awesome lids. Trying to think of. Here's some iconic cold weather guys. Michael Vick. Remember when he beat the Packers in the playoffs at Lambeau Field with the Falcons? Back when Green Bay used to never lose at Lambeau Field. That was iconic. For me as a Bear fan, I enjoyed that win for Michael Vick. Took a break to pay for my Cubs tickets. There you go. I'm going with one of our customers, Dustin Rose, on June 15th. Cubs and Cards, James. It's going to be awesome. Good old Wrigley Field.
Michael Vick, do you remember Ricky when he ran and
Yes,
the
the
two
two
Vikings
Vikings
ran
collided.
into each other?
Ricky is trying to forget that
Oh,
moment.
remember that?
I might have happened.
Okay.
That is probably the best overtime moment
least
ever.
At least it's Michael Vick, and I can respect that
Yeah,
he's
that's
the
fair.
best Madden player
Best
ever.
commercial and probably best
the
Nike
experience.
commercial. Yeah. And they had the what was the high school ones? Remember when they had all the football players and they were the high school players?
Yep.
That
Yeah.
was a good commercial too.
A vault double number 2 coming up. Drop me 2 box numbers. James will be there. We should get a drink. Absolutely, James. I think our tickets are next to the Cardinal dugout, I believe. I believe that's where the tickets are, but that's Saturday, June 15th, I think. Definitely pumped for it. It's actually been almost 2 years since my last Cubs game, so I'm ready. You know who else is ready? Steven Lenhart with 17 and 31. Thank you, Steven. And the man is on the hunt for John Elway. What did I say about this? We have 6 custom lids or speed flexes here. 7. So obviously we can't pull all 7 of them in this break. Yeah, Vic, Debo, Elway, Nelson, Rice, Moss, and Dawkins. That is 7, Alex. Holy cow. And the ones that aren't the custom ones, I mean, Justin Herbert. That's a big name. Not a name we often get in the break room.
Bear.
Sounds good, James. We'll link up, man. We can make that happen. Cubs and Cardinals. That's definitely one of the best rivalries out there. Probably behind Yankees and Red Sox for the best one in baseball. You can't top Yankees and Red Sox, I'll be honest. Those two teams, they hate each other. No doubt about it. 10 clicks. Good luck, guys, in the vault. Vault double box number 2 in the new series. Cruise control here at UA. We're on a road trip. You know, cars on cruise control. These breaks are happening fast. Chris, what's up, Chris? Packer Nation, Chris in the NFC North, looking for that Hydro Speed Flex, Jordy Nelson. Chris Taft is right where he wants to be in the vault. Steven's got the NFC South, NFC East. We got ourselves NFC West is Chris, AFC North is Chris, Steven AFC South, James Strode, looking for Randy Moss in the AFC East, pretending he's a new guy. And then Steven Lenhart in the AFC West, he wants the Elway. He's got the Elway spot. Not only Elway, could be Herbert, it could be a lot of goodies in the West. This is not one of those authentic headliners. We got a full-size replica helmet here. We got a college lid. And I'll be honest, I'd rather have this guy on his college lid. He'll have a great career, but this is Travis Etienne on the Clemson lid, former All-American, former national champion, ACC Offensive Player of the Year. Wherever Trevor Lawrence goes, Travis Etienne will follow. Beautiful lid, beautiful hit. Steven Lenhart still on fire. AFC South. By the way, Etienne over 1,000 yards rushing. Very talented running back who have a great career with the Jaguars. But man, his college career, one of the best ever.
Yeah, that's an awesome helmet.
Right?
The orange and the purple. I always loved Clemson's uniforms.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
good combination of colors.
Right? I love their traditions, their walk up, and actually they have a interesting tradition after the game. They rush the field no matter what. Even if they beat an FCS team, they rush the field.
I like it.
It's different. It's different for Clemson.
Make sure you don't push Caitlin Clark.
Yes, don't do it. Caitlin Clark played great last night, 30 points.
Did she?
And she balled out, Caitlin Clark. I actually had a parlay with her, but the other one didn't hit. Those Mavericks last night.
One thing I'll ask the chat is FanDuel's giving me a no sweat today. Or
Wow.
DraftKings. Someone give me a WNBA thing because I
Okay.
don't know. I can't hit a WNBA bet.
All
So I
right.
need help.
Here's the ETN. Craig says in common, why do you keep mooning me? Because, Craig, I like to, okay? Sorry, buddy. I love mooning you. It's just something I do. Funny set that came out, Moon and Diggs. They both came out on the last break last night, too. Both great. They rush the field and steal things from the visitors' bench, says Craig. I didn't know about that second part, but, I guess that the visitors' bench has some good stuff. I guess. That's interesting. All right, one more box coming up. Let's see an authentic, man. Oh, this one actually, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not an authentic. We'll find out here. Box 31. All I know is we keep skipping these headliners in the vault. And this is not going to be a photoed headliner. It is another full-size replica helmet. Oh, man, this is kind of funny. This was in the last box in the old series. Craig Crenshaw brings up Trayvon Diggs. Well, here he is again.
Wow.
Roll Tide, baby. Trayvon Diggs, NFC East. And would you look at that? Steven Lenhart cannot stop winning. 2 vault doubles in a row. He's got all 4 helmets. No John Elway yet, but man, he's off and running. By the way, Trayvon Diggs, number 7. He's looking for number 7, John Elway. Could this be foreshadowing, perhaps? So awesome lid. Led the league in picks a couple years ago. All-Pro, Pro Bowler. Got to say, Dallas's defense, they missed them in the playoffs against the Packers. Receivers running wide open. They could have used Trayvon Diggs. No doubt about that. Never been so happy to lose, says Chris Tapp. He's like, I don't want another one.
Yeah.
Get him another Trayvon
No,
Diggs.
4 Diggs.
Oh, my God. Congrats, Steven. Craig says, glad I'm not in. Steven will be killing me, too. He's tough right now. Steven Lenhart is tough right now. Playing with house money, this guy. He's not even, sometimes guys keep winning when they get, 6 spots, 8 spots.
Yeah.
He's getting 3, 4. And the fact that he's winning both lids is still worth it, right? You win 2 helmets with 4 spots. Money well spent, Steven Lenhart. Congrats on the Etienne and the Diggs. Although he's also kind of helping out the other guys because he's clearing out the filler hits and the headliners are coming up next, right? So Chris never been so happy to lose. Hey, congrats, man. If that's what you wanted, you sure got it, Chris Taft. You sure got it. The Trayvon Diggs extraordinaire. I will say there's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans out there, and they're always looking for Cowboys. So Trayvon Diggs will always be one that Dallas Nation will trade for.
Only 2 more slots for the
College. Yeah, college
Excited.
double. 2 to go. That was the hot break last night. 9 helmets in 3 breaks last night was pretty amazing, says Craig Crenshaw. Well, Craig, keep the fire going, man. You already won in the first break we did today. Get in here. Keep the hot hand going. Craig got the Warren Moon earlier. While you're hot, you're hot. Like, if you're at the, blackjack table at the casino, when you're hot, do you get up? I certainly don't. I don't know. Maybe some guys have better self-awareness, but I wouldn't get up when I'm hot at the blackjack table. Craig, you're hot right now, man. Keep it rolling. 6 to go in that next vault double already. 2 spots already taken.
Is that your game of choice when you're in Vegas? Is it blackjack?
It's my game of choice at the local casino. I've actually never been to Vegas as an adult. I've been there as a kid.
Huh.
Still got to do it. Yeah, but I would probably play blackjack. I actually would like to play poker. I've done poker at the casino, but you got to really invest some time.
Mm-hmm. Craps is my game.
That's your game?
That's where I go to.
Okay. So that's cool. Another order coming in. Jeffrey Greco. What's up, Jeffrey? Massive order, Mr. Greco. Got in the practice squad double. Got a couple spots in the vault double. So welcome to the party tonight, Jeffrey. 4 to go in that vault double box. How about you, Alex? You play casino?
I went one time. Just played some slots.
There you go. Alex is the money maker on the bets. He was the top pick guy. Was it you that won last year, right?
I did win the Pick'em.
Yeah, NFL Pick'em champion.
Pick'em in the Masters. I did not win the March Madness, though.
I got second, didn't I? The boss man got first.
For the March Madness?
With this copy bracket.
Robbie might have got second. It was you or Robbie.
No, Robbie didn't because he faded late because he didn't have UConn.
That's
Actually,
right.
Robbie got like 8th
Ooh.
because he didn't have UConn. But he was, me and him were like second the whole way. But he had, I think, Houston winning it all. So that definitely hurt him.
That's like boomer bust, though.
Yeah, right?
Because if everyone's taking UConn.
Exactly. That's why he slid down.
Yeah, it's like if you get it, then you're you're
gonna win.
number one guy.
That's why you got to get the upsets early.
Yeah.
So that's where the upsets help.
I did
as
well
an
with the
Illinois
upsets.
fan, man.
I
I
was
was rooting for UConn.
I was
Or
huge
UConn
on
to
James
lose, so.
Madison. That was my team.
I actually bet on UConn every round to cover, and boy, it did work. So that was the smart play. The investment play, the money-making play. I'll drop that next link in, guys. 4 to go in the vault double. Here you guys go. Let's close like UConn. They actually didn't even have to close. They won every game by double digits.
Yeah,
that was smooth for the UConn Huskies. So, who's going to get these helmets? A lot of big-time people here looking for some heat. I just see an ESPN headline. Scotty Scheffler sees charges dropped after Louisville arrest. That makes sense.
Yes. That would make sense.
That's not the
Naturally.
least bit surprising.
Naturally.
Yeah, that was just going to happen. They were not going to win that case.
No.
No doubt about that. So we have pulled how many headliners, guys, in here? None?
Only listed, not photoed.
Yeah, none of the photoed headliners are gone in the vault. What's up? Let's go. What's the question? Let's go, Pens. Is that a Pittsburgh Penguin fan? What's the question? Hit me with your best shot. Let's go. We're here to answer questions. All the helmets are out there. If you're asking what's left in the vault, all of them are out there. That is a Penguin fan, okay? Sid the Kid, Sidney Crosby.
Big fan. That's what I thought. Fan of Pens.
Oh, no, Penguins. But maybe he likes pens.
Yeah, you never
Pens are fun.
I'm a pencil guy.
Give me the pens.
I like prefer lead.
Do you guys do any hockey stuff? Yes, we do hockey stuff. We primarily have hockey in our 1 and 4. Now, this might not be the one you want as a Pens fan because of the Crosby-Ovechkin rivalry, but we do have an Ovechkin licensed jersey in our 1 and 4 with only 11 boxes left. The Scottie Pippen licensed jersey out there as well. Sammy Sosa and Mike Piazza bats, plus a Mike Tyson secondary headliner. We are perhaps, I got to talk to the boss man on Monday and maybe our guy Luke on Tuesday, but we might have a hockey-only series for the Stanley Cup. That is something that we're talking about. So that might be, next week at some point. But as far as typically hockey stuff appears in our 1 and 4, that Hasek mask was really, really cool, but the Ovechkin licensed jersey still out there. He says, dang, I don't know if I can do that. Russian, only Malkin Baby. Okay, that's fair. I mean, you're a Penguin fan. I get it. That makes sense. What's your squad? Are you also a Steeler fan? Troy Polamalu's in here for the football helmets. This is one of my favorite Steelers ever. You were talking about commercials earlier, Andy.
Yeah.
Tiny Troy. That's
Tiny
my
Troy's
favorite.
great, yeah.
Tiny Troy and Patrick Mahomes. It is fantastic. He says, all pit, baby. All right, we'll get the Polamalu lid. We got a lot of Steeler stuff.
Mr. Rod Woodson yesterday.
Rod Woodson could be a filler hit in here. Jerome Bettis is common. Terry Bradshaw's common. A lot of Steelers in our room. Definitely the best place to be. So, and all the headliners out here in this vault. Pittsburgh Steelers, we had a customer in here a while back, Don Garrick. He said, forget the Cowboys. America's real team is the Steelers.
There you go.
Don Garrick's words. That's probably, we're talking about Niners yesterday. Cowboys, Niners, and Steelers, the 3 teams you see most often in the break room.
3 biggest fan bases.
Right, exactly. George Pickens often is a filler hit as well.
Okay.
Is common? I am very uncommon, Bob. I am weird. I am definitely not common. I'll tell you that. I would say that joke was funny, but I've heard it like 300 million times. I'm actually proud of you guys. You didn't bring it up because I would say about 50% of new people that meet me make that joke. And you guys, neither of you made it.
No.
Good job.
We both made it to each other when you were in that room.
Yes,
Yeah.
I figured that much. 1 to go now in that vault double. What's up, Bob? Bob, I'm guessing, is going to game 5 of the Rangers, right, Bob? Is that tomorrow night, game 5?
In New York, he'll be there.
Yeah, Thursday night. Yeah, tomorrow night for Bob Belay. You mentioned Common first, not me. Okay, there you go, Bob. So tonight it's the Stars and Oilers.
Big game 4.
Big game
Your
4.
Stars coming.
Who you got?
I got Dallas. That's my pick. I got to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate Cowboys thing. Every Dallas team's gonna win a championship, but the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That would, yeah.
I mean, that's what I think. Mavs and Stars. Those are my
And
picks.
the Rangers just won. I mean,
Exactly.
they're-
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Texas. That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody but the Cowboys.
Yeah. Not the Dallas soccer team though. They're not winning either. We have had Juju stuff before. We actually used to have a lot of Juju back when he was actually a Steeler.
He was good.
When he was more
was good,
relevant,
yeah.
right? So his autograph is one of the best ones, by the way. It's got like the big J's. It looks fantastic. Usually the receivers don't have nice autos, but Juju Smith-Schuster, his auto game is on point.
What
Stephon Diggs is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Bob can't stand
Jamar
him.
Chase is good.
Jamar
He's got a
Chase is
good
good.
auto.
What position is the best? Is it quarterbacks by default?
Maybe.
Oh, God,
Yeah. I know the worst is definitely wide receiver.
Olave's yesterday was. I didn't.
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
You know what? Surprisingly, offensive linemen are pretty good.
Offensive lineman pretty good. Yeah.
Are you saying surprisingly because
They just said, I don't know, they have big hands.
Yeah.
Big hands. I think the receivers are
Might be
just
getting hit a
fast.
little
Everything
bit.
they do is speed.
Yeah.
So they get on that in those signing rooms.
Some running backs
Let me
have
do the
good-
next one.
Some running backs have good handwriting.
Jerome Bettis, who's not a
Jerome
speed
Bettis,
back, right? He
Nick-
takes his time.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, yeah. Yeah, but the speed back's not as good, right?
Chris Johnson,
CJ
not very
2K.
good, no.
Let me go to the next one. I like that one. Antonio's was mid, but then his brain caught on fire, and the rest is history. Yeah,
He's broke now. Maybe he'll sign some more.
he is definitely interesting. I know CTE is a real thing, folks.
Yeah.
It is very much real. That's why.
Fontes perfect.
Yeah, he kind of ended his normalcy, if there was any normalcy, with Mr. Brown. So, yeah. We've had Antonio Brown slab cards in here before, but not typically a guy we get in the room, Mr. Antonio. Probably, I would say Bettis is the most common Steeler, but Polamalu right now, very common one as well.
Big Ben every
One
now
spot
and
to
then.
go. Yeah, Big Ben has been in the room more recently, and then Bradshaw, very, very common as well.
Yeah, for headliners.
For headliners, no doubt about it.
Heinz Ward for more like the jerseys. Mini.
Heinz Ward could be a filler in here.
Heinz
Yeah,
Ward
that's
would
what's
be
insane.
nice for who's the Georgia fan? Crenshaw.
Crenshaw, yeah.
You get a Heinz Ward jersey.
Practice squad left, Jeffrey Greco. Let me show you real quick. In the practice squad, we got ourselves the Shannon Sharp Speed Flex, the Jerry Rice Mini, the Andre Johnson Authentic. We have the CJ Stroud, which we pulled last night in the old vault, but the practice squad Stroud is out there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Andre Johnson, and Roger Staubach all out there in the practice squad, Mr. Greco. Emmett Smith as well, by the way. So a lot of options. That break probably will happen as well today, maybe after the vault here. And college is only 2 to go. Let's not forget about the college break. This was the hot break last night. 11 boxes left. We got 5 photoed headliners in here. That includes one of the best college players ever. Say what you will about the football he throws, but man, Tim Tebow in college, he was out of this world. We got ourselves O.J. Simpson with the Heisman 68 inscription. We have Puka Nacua, who actually was not a great college player, but man, Sean McVay and the Rams, they did their scouting, that's for sure. Champ Bailey Authentic, one of the best corners ever. And then maybe the best corner ever, Deion Sanders on the Florida State lid. I love that college lid. It is awesome for Mr. Sanders. All of those are authentic helmets. We have a secondary headliner, Breece Hall, out there as well. 6 and 11 chance at a headliner in the college. So, there you go. The Steelers. Let's go Pens. Email the Steelers for a Big Ben card. They sent me a jersey, lanyard, and 3 Big Ben autos. That's cool.
Yeah, wow.
Classy organization, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are probably the best organization. I go back and forth between the Steelers and the Niners. The history of football, right? Throughout every decade, they're always good. And you know why that is? A lot of teams should take notes. Don't get rid of your coaches after every one bad year the coach is gone, right? Stability goes a long way in Pittsburgh. And they're very, very stable, that's for sure.
There were definitely a few seasons where I was like, maybe Tomlin needs to be kicked to the curb. And did the Steelers listen? No.
I like Mike Tomlin. He's consistent. I mean, they're kind of like Dallas. Pittsburgh and Dallas, they need to win a Super Bowl. They're not happy with just playoffs.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I mean, if you make the playoffs, you're a good football team. But they've got expectations, big expectations.
Tomlin needs to go.
See, a lot of Pittsburgh fans don't like him.
Be careful what you wish for.
I'm telling you, he goes, you're getting worse.
It's 500 every year is not bad. Like as a Bears fan, trust me.
Some of us, 3-4 wins.
God, you'll be rooting for. It's like get us 7 wins.
500 is the floor. I mean, he's been better every year, 500 or better every single year.
You could win a championship at 8-8. You can get in the playoffs and win a championship.
Did the Giants do that with Eli?
Yeah. You know what they need though, man? They need better players.
They need better quarterbacks.
They need a better quarterbacks. Yeah, I mean, if you expect Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett to win you a Super Bowl,
Justin Fields.
Good luck. Yeah, Justin Fields and Russell Wilson ain't it either.
Well, Justin Fields is going to be a kickoff returner.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. So they just got to get better players. I think a lot of the NFL is all about getting the right players. They need better players in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it. As a Bears fan, I'll tell you, it could be so much worse.
I'll take Mike Tomlin any day.
Oh yeah, I'll take Mike Tomlin right now. And I like Eberflus for the Bears.
Do you? I was gonna say, do you guys like Eberflus? Because my buddies are on the opposite side.
He's a defensive coach. And
50-50.
He's got a good defense.
We'll see how this year goes.
Now you got Caleb.
Yeah, that's what matters.
I'm not sold, but I'm also willing to be patient. Like I said, I like to, it's not 1 year is bad and out. So I like to give a coach like 3 years before I make up my mind. So Eberflus gets one more. If this year they don't make the playoffs, then maybe I'm thinking
he doesn't
booted.
Like he seems like a competent coach. Like Nagy seemed like an idiot.
Yeah,
and like that drove me nuts.
I think
like, what is this guy thinking? I don't get that with Eberflus. Like he focuses on his defense and they're decent. So like
Well,
As
Yeah.
long as they can keep the offense.
didn't you guys
okay.
get the offensive coordinator, Waldron from
Yeah.
the Seahawks?
Yeah.
He's
And that's the key. Like, can the offense be good enough? Because all these offensive guys, you got a defensive coach. I'm personally cheering for him. Former Mizzou defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus.
Oh God!
So gotta
Actually,
cheer
you know
for
what?
him.
I retract.
I gotta cheer for him.
I rescind everything.
I
just
gotta
said.
cheer for him.
He seems like a great DC, but as a head coach, sometimes I'm like,
Exactly.
Yeah, but like as long as he could manage the guys, like I feel like everyone's so focused on getting an offensive coach. I just think you need somebody who people kind of like.
The problem is all the blown leads. The defensive coach, they blew all those leads, but he'll get another chance. I definitely want to see what he does. We do have a vault coming up. Drop me 2 box numbers. John Poole, items typically ship on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. When it comes to anything in shipping related, man, I would contact our customer service team and they can help you out.
yeah, I believe they're in today.
They are in today, yes. 2 numbers in the vault, guys. Let me know.
I think with Eber, like when you look at the defense last year, even like second half of the season, they played great
Against bad teams.
against bad teams, exactly, and bad
Yeah.
quarterbacks. You know, when they played a upper echelon quarterback, they did not look good.
So you got it, John. You got it, Mr. Poole. I would definitely give it a little bit of time. But if you don't have your tracking number or your items in after about a week, then I would contact customer service. Chris Taft, Jeffrey Greco, Chaz McSwain, and Brian Maresca, and then Steven Lenhart in here as well. I like that name, Chaz. That makes me think of the guy from I think it was Wedding Crashers. Wasn't he Chaz? Will Smith's character, I think he was Chaz, the guy that was.
That's
Yeah.
Blades of Glory.
Oh, was it Blaze of Glory?
Chaz Michael.
Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. I meant to say Will Ferrell. My bad. Yeah, that's it. So
He is big.
he is figure skating. So Chris, Jeffrey, Chaz, Brian, and Steven, I need 2 numbers, guys. Let me know on the vault double. What do you think the Steelers need to focus on the most? I still think they need a quarterback. I mean, I think Russell Wilson is a stopgap guy.
Yep.
I don't think Fields is the guy. I know they're hoping he's going to be the guy. I mean, he'll get a chance, but they need a quarterback, man. The NFL, you don't have a quarterback, you don't really win games.
They should have got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that would have been an upgrade. I'll tell you
Still
that.
not winning a Super Bowl.
Thank you.
I mean, they need more, a lot more to win a Super Bowl.
You missed these guys calling Kirk Cousins top 5 quarterback yesterday.
No one called him top 5. I said top 10.
I'll try.
Top 10 still pretty.
Top
it's
10.
Crazy.
Definitely top 10. 18,
range.
Yeah.
which is top 10.
Dak is.
Which is top 10.
He's 16.
So 32 and 33 going off. So we got 22 and 34. Oh, yeah, Pickett's going to be a backup, but I mean, I could argue that, the way Justin Fields was graded in the offseason, graded as a backup as well. Russell Wilson in this stage of his career, I definitely don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's okay, but you guys need a quarterback, man. You need a top 10 quarterback. Definitely, no doubt about that. Maybe a second receiver, too. I mean, Pickens is good, but maybe a second receiver could help as well.
You don't need a coach, though.
You don't need a coach.
Yes.
So we got Chris Taft up top in the NFC North. Chris wants that Hydroflex. Jordy Nelson. Jeffrey Greco in the NFC South. Chaz McSwain, NFC East. What's up, Chaz? NFC West is Jeffrey Greco, Chris Taft. Chris wants to be the Jon Snow in the break room. King of the North. He's got the AFC North and the NFC North, Mr. Chris Taft. Steven Lenhart, the AFC South. Chaz McSwain, AFC East. And Brian Maresca in the John Elway spot and the Justin Herbert spot out there in the AFC West. Good luck, guys. 2-minute drill, diamond or vault double, coming up. We'll start with the Walter Payton box, 34 out of 35. All right, man, we keep skipping headliners, guys. It is headliner hopping, a full-size rep coming up. Ooh, this is one of my favorite looking helmets. This is a sharp lid, fantastic wide receiver for Washington. Terry McLaurin on the Commander lid. Look at this thing. This is sharp. Beckett certified. Chaz McSwain, baby. What's up, Chaz? Pro Bowl wide receiver before. Consistently over 1,000 yards. Cannot wait to see Jaden McDaniels and Terry McLaurin in Washington. Their offense is actually pretty good. Their problem is the defense. But nice Commander lid, as Bob Boulay calls him, scoring McLaurin.
Had the Ohio State Tour McLaren yesterday, right?
Yeah, we did.
Champion one?
Yeah. The Buckeye version yesterday.
No, I like those helmets. I like their uniforms. People kind of, people kind of don't like them. They hate on them. But
Don't
I like
sleep.
I like their new uniforms.
I
I like them.
The question that I have is, I always see it on Twitter. There's a big call to go back. Do they ever go back in time and change the name again?
No, I actually think they should go back and call them the Washington football team.
That was cool.
That's what I like.
I didn't mind
well.
that.
The
Yeah,
football
I agree.
team.
The one that-
WFT, baby.
Yeah.
WFT.
Well, the one that I wanted was, I know Pat McAfee said it, is Washington Football Club, DCFC.
Yeah, okay.
Like a little, that's the
Co-
soccer
co-
version of
yeah.
it, but like DCFC.
Or call them the Sentinels, like the replacements. It seems like a lot of the players are replacement
Falco.
players.
You got any Shane Falco?
I
gear?
want that in the 1 and 4. I want that badly. Shane Falco. We get the stuff at signings. We get stuff, our owner purchases the stuff, a lot of signings and other avenues as well. Man, are we going to see any headliners? This is all the fillers in the series, and they're all really good, by the way. We got one of my favorite nicknames out there, Jake the Snake Plumber.
Nice.
Former Bronco quarterback, the lunar replica. Brian Maresca, AFC West. You got Jake Plummer.
The mushroom farmer.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna say
mushroom farmer, exactly. So this is far from the best Bronco quarterback in this series, because we got John Elway still out there on the custom lid. So that is 7 boxes in. We're down to 28 boxes left, and we have every single photo headliner out there. I believe 12 of them, and they're all available in the vault.
Getting kind of crazy.
Yeah, secondary headliners getting picked apart, but the photo names all available. There he is, Larry Roslin, the eyeballs. I told you guys. The Broncos come out. The Larry eyeballs are out there. What's up, Larry? How's the weather in North Dakota, Larry Roslin? Hopefully, it's pretty nice this time of year. I imagine North Dakota in the summer is probably perfect, right? Just a little bit chillier, probably perfect.
I was gonna move to Bismarck.
Were you?
Yeah.
I almost moved there as well,
I was gonna
actually.
take a job out there. Yeah.
Was it at a TV station?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, man, it might have been the same one.
Could have been working together.
I think it would have been 2 or 3 years ago, and then I was like, nah.
Yeah, it was right before COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if... Wait, no, mine was, like, during COVID. Like, it was, like, after COVID happened.
Yeah, no, mine was during COVID. It was probably around the same time. I could look it up.
I
on my
wonder
phone.
if they offered us both the job, and then someone else took it. That's funny.
Well, yeah, because I went down there to look for a place and everything, and it was
That's okay. It's a long move, man.
You
It's a
guys
long
hanging out
move.
with Larry Roslin.
Right, that will say, had I known.
This was November 12th. This is in Driscoll. Driscoll. There you go. There's
Oh,
North
my
Dakota right
God.
there. Sterling.
I've actually never told that story to Larry, that I almost did move there as well.
2020. Yeah. That's us.
I'm
Me
telling
and
you,
yeah.
was it in the summer?
It was November 12th.
Oh,
Right
okay.
after.
Yeah, I took that picture.
Okay, so that's probably...
So you said no, and they offered
you-
it to.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Ramen said no, then he applied,
And then
and
I
he
was
said
like, all
no.
right.
Because mine was in
Yeah.
August,
They
so
just
that
kept
makes
on being
sense.
rejected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was
Well,
out
I
there
guess
for
we
a
don't
little
have
bit.
one.
That's funny.
I mean, it's not much different than when you get out out here. Like,
Yeah, weather-wise.
I live in New Lenox.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much out there.
So, let's keep it rolling, guys. So far, the best hit might even be a McNabb, and we could do better in this series. Summer North Dakota is in July 19th, says Bob. All right, July 19th, summertime. We got to visit Alaska, North Dakota. We got trips to make. We got trips to make, man. That is crazy. I will say I would go to North Dakota just to hang out with Larry Roslin. That's the best thing about the Dakotas. That and the South Dakota State helmets. Those are beautiful. the Jackrabbits. We get those in the break room.
You ever been to Mount Rushmore?
I have not. Need to, though. Need to. No doubt about it. Want to check out Mount Rushmore. Speaking of Mount Rushmore,
I hear it's a waste of time.
is it a waste of time?
That's what people, they say it's super small. Excuse me.
Interesting. Well, I got the Mount Rushmore of wide receivers in the break room for you. There's your transition journalism
That's a
school. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. I would say they are on the Mount Rushmore. What is it? 4 guys on Mount Rushmore?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess who are the other 2? It's probably what, T.O. and Larry Fitz, maybe? What would you guys say? I mean, Chris Carter is 4th all time in receiving
If
touchdowns.
you're going by career or peak, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Career,
Career. Yeah, probably those 2, maybe, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like peak Calvin Johnson, you can make a case.
That was the other
But if we're going career,
T.O. for sure.
yeah, I go Rice, Moss, T.O., Larry Fitz for me.
Larry Fitz is up. I mean, that's close. Like I'd say, yeah,
long
but
career,
then
really.
Who else would you put in there if not Larry Fitz? The
As I
4th
said, if
receiver.
you're going career, then yeah, probably Larry Fitz.
what about Marvin Harrison?
Marvin Harrison is a good one.
Yeah, he's so
What's up,
lucky.
Robbie?
You got Peyton Manning. Larry Fitz got nobody. You got Kurt
Mar-
Warner.
Mar-
Kurt
Mar-
Warner.
now,
Kurt
Mar-
Warner
Marvin
for a few
Marvin
years.
Harrison.
Carson Palmer.
Marvin Harrison has a fun stat though. There's only 2 guys ever that are top 5 all time in catches and receiving touchdowns. It's Rice and Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison.
So that's. I mean, he's in the discussion. I'd be okay with him maybe being 5. Maybe Chris Carter 5.
Yes.
He's up there. Receiving touchdowns back in the era where it wasn't as much passing. But I'd probably go Marvin 5 and then, maybe go Carter 6. A lot of greats. Again, if we're going peak, Megatron definitely. But just pure careers, I mean, you could argue Mount Rushmore probably outside of the Mount Rushmore, but if they built 2 Mount Rushmores for quarterbacks, John Elway might be on there. Maybe a Mount Rushmore of current quarterbacks. What do you guys think? Is Justin Herbert legit? Are the Chargers charging, or is this guy not a winner?
They're charging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got no one to throw to now.
Well, now, yeah,
He had
doesn't.
no one to throw to last year. They were all hurt.
They were all hurt because.
Like, I hate to say it, Bears fans, you got to be prepared. Keenan Allen's going to get hurt this year.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but they have
That's
DJ
Roma
Moore and
Dunze.
Roma Dunze.
I mean, I don't need Keenan Allen to play 17 games. He could play like 12 or 13.
I think Herbert is the real deal. I mean,
100%. He
he's
gets
currently
disrespected
he's
in
currently
ways.
second all time in passing yards per game. You see the 2020 NFL Rookie of the Year inscription. He had the most passing touchdowns in a rookie season. Technically, Mahomes had more, but he was not a rookie technically because he played a game the year before. I think this guy is great. I think the Charger organization is a problem. I think they'll figure it out. I don't know about Super Bowl. I don't know about this year because everyone's gone. But in 2-3 years with Harbaugh, that's a playoff team. That is a dangerous team for me, the Chargers. Because Harbaugh, man, that dude can flat out coach football. Every level, every team he's been successful. So I like Herbert.
I'll raise your Mount Rushmores in that break and put you in the college break where we got Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore of just college players.
We were talking about that yesterday. Is he the best college player of all
In
time?
the Mount Rushmore.
And I go Reggie Bush, probably Tim Tebow number 2,
Two
right?
national championships.
Yeah.
Heisman.
He's iconic.
Like a Heisman finalist almost like every year.
He was so good.
Could you guys tell me who's on the actual Mount Rushmore?
George Washington,
Yeah. that's
Abe
one.
Lincoln,
Yeah.
Is James Madison? James Madison.
No, not James Madison.
Teddy
Jefferson.
Roosevelt,
Teddy Roosevelt.
and Thomas Jefferson.
There you go.
Oh, see,
Four,
we're
right?
smart.
Yeah.
We're smart here, Andy.
there you go.
We are smart. You're
Just
I didn't pay
wondering.
attention in history.
You're
class.
It wasn't, guys. It wasn't a trick or a hard question.
right.
You know,
Hey,
it was just-
Andy,
it was a
Andy's sitting there.
question.
How much of
I mean,
American are
I
you?
think the Teddy Roosevelt one though. That was
Like, hey,
impressive.
guys, how many stars are on the flag? You guys are like, oh, 50? We're smart here.
50.
Like,
I'm
yeah, all
I'm
right.
saying though, not everyone will get Teddy Roosevelt though, right? I think
No,
that's the tricky
fair.
one.
That's fair.
That's
I-
the one where you get.
I think it's like Washington, Lincoln, and
Jefferson
Jefferson,
are kinda like-
makes sense.
I would think people would say FDR before.
Yeah,
Teddy Roosevelt.
exactly. You could go with anybody on that 4th one. No vault singles yet, Nathan. But it's been all about the vault doubles right now, right?
There's definitely people that would say Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Wasn't even president.
That's what I'm saying. Some people would definitely do
They
that.
got a movie coming out about him.
Oh, he was. I hear he was a
Isn't it- isn't it on
womanizer. He
Netflix?
liked the ladies a little too much.
Yeah, all those guys.
Will
Uh,
Chamberlain
so-
back in the day.
That Will Chamberlain back in the day.
George Washington.
Well,
too.
there's Ben Franklin right there. We
Yeah.
have Ben Franklin in the break room, man.
Yeah.
Dollar bills, y'all. Randy Moss in the house. Straight cash homie on that beautiful, authentic, with the blue visor. Again, everything is left in this series. We've done 7 boxes. We have not pulled a single headliner in here. I mean, speaking of Mount Rushmore of running quarterbacks, Michael Vick.
Well, he's just the
He's number 1, right?
President Justin Fields.
It's probably Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, and then Justin Fields could be entering that category already.
Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham was good.
I mean, even Steve Young.
Steve Young was a good runner. Low-key, John Elway was a good runner at times, right? The helicopter run.
Third best quarterback ever.
That's what Dan Orlovsky
You
said.
could even start putting Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh
running
Allen
quarterbacks
could
at
be
some
in there.
point.
I mean, Jalen Hurts with all the rushing touchdowns, right?
Yeah, his is more the touchdowns.
Peyton Manning had that run.
Against the Cowboys.
Oh, I mean,
He fooled
Tom
everybody.
Brady choked Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, that was,
I mean, Herbert could move a little bit.
Yeah, he just
So-
chooses not to most
Who
of the
would you rather have, Air Bear or Josh Allen?
Oh, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I love Herbert, but Josh
Yeah.
Allen is fantastic.
I'm not a big
Neither
Herbert
guy has won yet. I think you have to
I'm
debate.
not a big
Yeah.
Herbert guy.
Well, Herbert's got to win a playoff game.
And I think Harbaugh is going to kind of put the training wheels on him this year.
Yeah.
You think so?
Not even.
I
not-
like him.
Not because he's like
No.
nervous of Herbert. I just think that's the way that he likes to coach.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
he's
just the
going
building
to have
block
him
here.
to take.
He's
a step
gonna
back.
JJ McCarthy him.
I'll
Yeah.
trade JJ for Air Bear.
I'm
I'll
sure you
give him
would.
JJ.
I'd rather
Yeah.
take Herbert personally. Yeah, it's not so much that I don't like Justin Herbert. I just love Josh Allen. Josh Allen is an
Yeah.
absolute beast, so I would go him. Fran Tarkenton says Justin Curtis. Yeah, the OG dual threat guy, Fran Tarkenton. He
Frank the
was
Tank.
he could be a filler hitter in here. I've seen him as a filler in the vault, in the diamonds. I've seen him as a filler in the college. There could be a lot of Fran Tarkenton in the break room.
Cam Newton.
Oh yeah. Honestly, Cam Newton's probably number 3. It probably goes Vic, Jackson, Newton, right? If we're talking about overall years. I know Fields has been really good for a couple years, but all-time best running quarterbacks, he's probably
Seneca Wallace.
Taysom Hill.
Seneca Wallace.
R.I.P.
Speaking of Seneca
Yes,
Wallace.
Seneca Wallace.
That's
R.I.P.
not Seneca Wallace. So 1 to go in that college. I mean, Tim Tebow talking about college rushing quarterbacks. He was pretty unstoppable, right? I mean, the guy was trucking everybody.
Kaepernick, Russell
Except
Wilson.
against Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that one
was
game they lost in that
was that
speech.
huge, like,
Yeah.
guy came off the edge, plowed him.
I remember seeing Tebow for the first time on Two Days.
Yeah.
Remember the show Two Days?
Mhm.
And they played him in high school. And then who would have thought, right?
I mean, he was a great college player. You can say what you will about his NFL throws, but great college player. Actually, last week we had a trivia question. Who was the only first-round draft pick for the Denver Broncos for a quarterback to win a playoff game? Remember, it was even any quarterback drafted by them to win a playoff game. It was him because Elway got traded.
That was.
Elway and Manning,
Yeah.
So I had my ACL surgery like the day before that. So I sat on the couch. I watched every single play of that game.
What happened? Did you fall from a chair?
Football. I had
Oh, okay.
ACL, MCL, meniscus, all.
Gosh,
yeah.
you were.
Well,
Did you have an Adrian Peterson-esque comeback?
I did. I played college football like 6
Nice.
months later.
You did? Where'd you play ball at?
Iowa Wesleyan, D3.
Ah.
So if you get any Iowa Wesleyan merchant.
Are you a cornerback?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. Why did I spot this guy as a corner? I was like, he looks like he's fast, a little bit smaller,
Yeah,
The
defensive
original
back.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, right.
No longer a school.
Let me
though.
see
They
those
closed
hands.
down. They
Not
closed
good
down.
hands.
Yeah. Nice. Wasn't tall enough. He wasn't Randy Moss.
I was a good wide receiver, and then no, I'm sure everyone wants to hear about it.
Yeah, they're dying to know,
In high
man.
school, they were like, "Do you want to play varsity?" I was a sophomore. They were like, "Do you want to play varsity? You got to play defense." Though, and I
Okay.
was like, "Yeah, I'd rather do that than
Yeah.
play JV." So
Right.
then, if I could go back.
Well, we might have the best. Speaking of Mount Rushmore, all sorts of Mount Rushmores today. Mount Rushmore of defensive backs. Deion Sanders, I would say, definitely on there. Also, he's probably on the Mount Rushmore of kick and punt returners. and the Mount Rushmore of dual sport athletes. He's on probably 3 separate Mount Rushmores prime time.
Was he the third kick returner?
So Hester's 1.
Dante Hall, 2.
Dante Hall is up there.
Josh Cribbs.
Josh Cry was gonna say.
I know
don't forget
back
about
in the
Cribbs.
day, I think it was Brian Mitchell for the Eagles.
Yeah.
They had a big time return guy. So yeah, that's probably it. I mean, most return touchdowns ever. Hester first, primetime second, although that included his pick sixes and his scoop and scores. He had, I think, what was it? The Niner year? I think we looked it up, Alex. Like 3 pick sixes?
Something like this. Yeah,
Something
crazy.
like
the
that.
one DPOY year you had.
Yeah, for the
Cribbs-
49ers.
Cribbs
I was gonna
Gotta
say
be-
Joshua Cribbs.
Josh
It's
Cribbs
gotta
was
be
good.
Close to
Hester,
maybe
Dion,
second.
Cribbs, and Cordell Patterson.
Cordell
Yeah,
Patterson's a
Cordell
good
Patterson,
one.
yeah.
He was real good, Cordell Patterson.
Still is.
I mean, Darren Sproles, he was good.
Sproles, yeah.
Darren Sproles was real good.
Recently newly acquired Tariq Cohen on the Jets.
Going on the
Who's
Jets.
the guy?
I was gonna say, didn't Percy
Trenton
Harvin
Holiday.
return? Was that just college or? Did he
No,
do-
Percy
No.
Harvin returned in the NFL.
Yeah,
He
had
was
won the
good.
Super Bowl. Took
Yeah.
one in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
back. Was a punt,
Jacoby
maybe.
Jones.
Jacoby Jones. He's a guy. Raven, he took back one in the Super Bowl as well.
Yeah, that Trenton Holiday. for
Yeah.
The Broncos,
for
yeah,
the
he
Bron-
was
for,
good.
was that Larry's a Bronco fan?
Larry Rossland and
Yeah,
Stephen
they got Trenton
Lenhart.
Holiday.
1 to go in the vault, 1 to go in the college guys. Let's get them closed up. In those days, the return men have been gone, but with this new rule, who knows, right?
Kickoff returns always.
Yeah, now they got
Yeah.
Justin Fields returning kicks. with the new
I
rule.
actually would do it. Why not, right? He's an athlete. Put him
Because
out
you're gonna
there.
Need him at some point.
He shouldn't want
You know,
to do it, but
you
the
got
Steelers
Russell
should want
Wilson.
him to do it.
Yeah, I think he'd be great at it.
I mean, it's not a question of that. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson's not going to be great.
Well,
I don't
See,
think.
see,
Well,
but
'cause
then
the
if
way-
he says no, it's like, well, you're not a team player. You don't want to
Yeah.
help us
The
win.
thing, like,
I'd be
with,
like,
with
no,
the new
I'm not. I'm a
kickoff rules, it's
quarterback.
almost like giving him a couple rushes, which he would do anyway.
Yeah.
With how that's set up.
Seems
The-
like a bad idea.
The problem with the
Seems
Steelers
like that's
is
how coaches get fired.
I think I look at Russell
Not
Wilson
Mike
and
Tomlin.
Justin Fields. The Steelers are all about winning now. Justin Fields has more potential, but Russell Wilson is probably a better passing quarterback, and that's why I feel like Fields is not going to take the job from him because I think Russell Wilson's still got a little bit left in the tank.
I just feel like it's going to be one
Like
of those.
week 7 or 8.
That's what people like.
Once their
Even
bye
if
week,
he
it'll be the
is-
week after the bye week.
Russell Wilson will be like 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and people will be like, "I'm done
Not
with
good
this
enough.
guy. Give me Fields."
We'll see.
You know,
We'll see. Steeler fans don't care about potential; they only care about W's.
and nothing says win now like Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, baby.
That's exactly why I don't think either guy's the answer for them there. What's the answer to the vault? 1 spot left in the 4th vault double. So we've done 7 in this series so far, guys. 28 boxes left. Every single headliner left in here. 9, 12 photoed headliners in 28 boxes. And then we do actually have, I think all of these did go. The secondary names went. But we have 4 vault keys left. So 12 photoed headliners, 4 vault keys, 16 and 28 chance at a headliner or a vault key in here. But more importantly, 7 custom lids. Michael Vick Speedflex, Debo Samuel Ripped Authentic, John Elway Ripped Authentic, Jordy Nelson Hydro Speedflex, Jerry Rice Salute the Service Speedflex, Randy Moss with the dollar signs and the blue visor, and Brian Dawkins Speedflex with the green visor. So it's actually a 7 and 28 chance at one of the custom lids. That means a 1 in 4 chance the next boxes will feature one of those guys. We knock out 2 doubles. We're almost guaranteed to see at least one of these custom lids. And you can double up NFC West, Debo and Jerry Rice. You can double up in the AFC West, Elway Herbert. How about Max Crosby as well? NFC North, Jordy Nelson, Chris Carter. There's an abundance of great double up options in here. Come and get them, right? Come and get them, guys. Only Crosby and what was the other one? Jalen Waddle, the only reps in here. The rest of these are all authentic helmets. We've pulled almost all reps so far, which means that it's going to be almost all authentics the rest of the way in the vault. So let's make it happen, guys. 1 to go there, 1 to go in the college. It is 1:35. We'll be here till at least 2 o'clock, no matter what. And then after 2 o'clock, if we're hot, we'll keep going. If we're not, we'll take a brief lunch break. But so far, really good show today, right?
Yeah.
Ricky doing a great job producing.
Killing it.
We'll have, you guys swap chairs for the next show. But I'm excited to have you guys here, man. The 2 new guys, you guys are going to love working here. It's a blast. 22 folks watching, guys. Let us know what you want to rock and roll with. Larry says, look at my profile picture. I can kind of see it a little bit here in the restream chat. Who's that next to you, Larry? Is that somebody happy to be standing next to you, Larry Rossland? Probably some sort of icon. He's like, I got to be next to Larry Rossland.
So you can't see the gun in the picture.
No. Larry Rossland is our longest tenured customer here at UA. He predates me. He's been here for about 3 years, even longer than Bob Boulay. So he is the longest tenured customer.
Larry Rossland's the Broncos fan, correct?
Yes.
Where would he rank John Elway?
Yeah, right. What do you think?
Dan Orthowski or Orthowski? What do you?
All-time great quarterbacks. Where do you put John Elway? I mean, I think we got to go. 1 is Brady. Are we going to count Mahomes already, or do we have to wait till he retires?
Yeah, 2.
All right, so 2. Then we have probably Manning 3. Montana 4 maybe? Breeze Rogers, right?
Yeah.
5, 6.
I have all those over Elway.
Yeah, all those guys over Elway. But after that, though, who's definitively ahead of him? I mean, Johnny Unitas, retro? What do we think?
You go back and forth. With,
Roethlisberger,
probably
maybe?
Big Ben and Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Those are the guys in competition with Elway, and you probably have to lean Elway, maybe.
So that's what, 7, 8? He's got to be top 10.
He's in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, look, top 10 all time in what you do. I know we have a big John Elway fan over there, Robbie Lopez. Did you change, Robbie? Did you change? Were you wearing that shirt earlier? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I was wearing the shirt earlier.
Okay.
Where do you rank John Elway all time?
Quarterbacks.
Brett Favre, maybe.
Oh, Favre, yeah. Favre and Elway about the same.
John Elway in my top 5.
Top 5. Okay, so here's Orlovsky. But he likes John Elway. Like, you can't talk to, like, an Elway fan, right?
Yeah, I guess.
That's different.
I mean, you gotta have Tom Brady as number 1.
Yeah.
2 would be Peyton.
Yeah.
3 would be Dan Marino.
See, like, Marino's another
I'd
good
probably
one.
put Marino.
Orlovsky had Marino in there.
John Elway.
What about Joe Montana?
Joe Montana first.
What about
I'm sorry, Joe
Mahomes?
Montana then.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
Breeze, and Rodgers.
They're in my top 5.
Well, how many top 5 do you have? Robbie's like, I got that guy tied for 5th, tied for 5th, tied for 5th.
I got Mahomes creeping up my board.
Yeah.
He's also in my top 5.
I give him 2 more years. If he can get like 2 more Super Bowls, then he
Hey, you went 5 then. That'll be the second most ever. Yeah.
Remind me if I have to ask anybody to borrow $5.
Just talk to Robbie. Yeah, I mean,
He's like, here's $30.
he's probably in that like 7 to 10 range where if you put him 7th, you're not crazy. If you put him 10th, you're not crazy. I probably might put Marino ahead of him a little bit, but
No rings.
yeah, no rings. I'm not a rings guy. Like I care about rings, but I think it's a team game. But if you want rings, Elway's got 2 of them. Don't forget, Eli Manning is really good. John Elway is better, Bob. I will say that. And Bob's a Giants fan, so everyone's got their guys.
What about Tommy DeVito?
Tommy DeVito.
Yeah,
What about
no
Drew Lock? Bob says rings are everything for team success, not for quarterback, greatness. I mean, is Eli Manning better than Dan Marino? Is Nick Foles better than Dan Marino, Bob?
Yes.
Trent Dilfer.
Yes.
Is Trent Dilfer better than
always
Dan
the one.
Marino?
Trent Dilfer.
Is Brad Johnson better than Dan Marino? Rings matter a lot,
What
but
about
they are
Rich-
not everything.
Rich Gannon?
Rich Gannon made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He was an MVP. So, yeah, when it comes to team success, but when I'm ranking the best quarterbacks ever, I'm looking at many factors, including rings. I mean, like, if you've got 1 ring versus 7, like, okay, I'll put some weight on it. But, what if Peyton Manning had played with, the Patriots? What if Rodgers had played? Who knows? Who knows what happens in those scenarios? But that's the beauty about, the what ifs. Well, we have the answers. And Elway's got 2 rings. His knock was he never won a ring, actually. He was the Dan Marino. He couldn't win a ring. He wins 2 in a row and then retires.
I think
so,
you need 2 to be in the conversation.
for
It's
GOAT.
like college basketball coaches.
Well, for top 5 or for
you
GOAT?
need 2 for the GOAT.
For GOAT?
even for top 5.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the only thing that Eli
Sure.
Manning isn't in my top 10.
I don't
But,
think he's in
like,
anybody's top
Rodgers
10.
not having 2 is like that's a big knock, and I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah.
like same with Breeze. I'm like you got if you only have one, it's hard to. I don't know. I can't put you in that conversation. You only got one. That's why I like Mahomes so high.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like Mahomes because of everything, but I look at Breeze. The Saints are so miserable as an organization. Like, it's hard to go out there and win. We did the numbers. Like, they had something like they've had more double-digit win seasons with him as quarterback than without him in their whole career. So that's why I kind of buy your argument. I think it's a very valid argument. I think it's an argument most people would agree with, but I also got to look at the situations, right? Because, I mean, Breeze, of all those guys, he was put in probably the worst situation of all of them.
I stand with Ricky. No Drew Brees.
No Drew Brees?
Cheaters, right?
Well, I mean,
He
the
didn't
Saints.
cheat.
He didn't. It was
Yeah,
the,
it wasn't him.
What's his name?
Was it
Greg
Greg
Roman.
Williams?
Greg Williams.
Bob
Williams, that
says
was it.
Eli Manning
Greg with
10th in
G's.
career yards.
3 G's.
He's behind Ryan and Rivers in yards. He was more successful than those two. Yeah, I would put him a little bit ahead of Matt Ryan and Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, neither.
That's
guy is
fair.
in my-
I mean, none of those
Yeah.
guys are top 10.
I don't think Eli was ever top 5 in his era.
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah, he
it's
was
a good years.
He
I
was.
mean,
He was. See, Eli's. This is where it gets
I
like.
would say he was top 10. in
do-
his
do we-
era,
do
right?
we
You'd say
count-
top 5?
Yeah, like never top,
Postseason.
never top 5 in a season he played in.
Yeah, except for the playoffs.
He had some
Yeah,
good
2011.
quarterbacks. There was
That's
some
like the
good
same
Well, yeah, he
quarterbacks,
played in
so.
Peyton Manning,
Exactly.
Brady,
Roethlisberger,
Roethlisberger,
Breeze,
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
So, yeah,
Kirk Cousins.
not good
Well, even
Cousins.
like Carson Palmer had better
Carson
seasons.
Palmer
I
was
like Carson
great.
Palmer, yeah.
He just got hurt.
Eli is
Kurt
like
Warner.
Mike Evans, though. He was never top 5 in a single season,
I think-
but he was always like top 10.
See,
His
I don't know if
record
this
is like
I think
500 for his
I
whole career.
think Mike Evans is way better receiver than
Eli Manning
as
is
a
quarterback.
I think he's better.
I don't think
yeah,
that's a knock at Eli.
No.
either.
That's more of a thing towards Mike.
Yeah,
Evans.
but
it could be a
Evans
filler.
I think
Unreal.
I think if you look at though, how much weight do you count on 1 or 2 playoff runs? Because Eli Manning in the playoffs in those Super Bowls, they won those because of him. He took his game to the next level. Do we count those?
They won 'cause the
eight
defense.
games. Do we
I-
count those 8 games?
Like I
you
think
know,
it matters because I think how many times you'll be watching a playoff game and like one singular quarterback will just take over and win the game. You see it so much that like if a guy doesn't do that, then I'm gonna put that against them just because
Right.
it is something that's so common.
yeah. In the 2007
Yeah.
run, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. In 2011, 9
1,
touchdowns,
yeah.
1 pick.
That's good.
So he, I mean, 304.8 pass
that's like
yards
two
per
to one
game.
in the
That's,
playoffs.
that's like 2 touchdowns a game. That's nothing special.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
He just, I know he didn't throw picks.
305 yards passing, like
You're not turning it over and it's
he-
6 degrees in New
he.
York.
I mean, if you're getting 305 pass yards per
That's-
game in the playoffs, you're not game managing. He was really good for them. Do we ever get Martha Stewart in the room? Yeah, Ronnie, you missed it last week.
Yeah.
Where were you, Ronnie and Sulaco? You missed out on Martha Stewart cooking it up here in the break room. 1 spot to go in that vault double box. 1 spot to go in the college. These 2 breaks are happening. Let me know, guys, who wants to see them. So I think we've come to the consensus that John Elway is somewhere near the bottom of the top 10, right?
I don't
That's
think
probably
that's-
a fair.
No, I don't think.
You don't
that-
think so?
I don't think that's a consensus.
Not a consensus?
There's too many good quarterbacks.
All
I
right,
don't
so-
know. I didn't really get to watch a lot of John Elway.
Okay.
So
Yet again, the one thing I will say, and this is with the Patrick Mahomes stuff,
Yeah.
it's a different NFL now.
Different era. Different era.
Like Elway, are they the same team without Shannon Sharp or Terrell Davis behind them?
Terrell Davis.
They
like
leaned
Terrell
on the
Davis.
running back a little bit
Yeah.
more in his era.
But Bob, I gotta respectfully disagree, my friend. I talk about Mahomes in that he's got the stats and the Super Bowls, right? We talk about stats, we talk about eye tests, we talk about Super Bowls. Well, he's got all of the above, right? Because Marino's got the stats, Montana's got the rings. Mahomes has both. I like Mahomes not only because of rings, Bob. I like him because he's got the best stats ever. So I give a lot of props to quarterbacks. I give a lot of props to Eli. I just think that if you talk to football fans, nobody's putting Eli in the top 10. Now, could you put Eli in the top 20? 100%. 100% put Eli in my top 20 ever, but nobody's putting him top 10. I think that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl because of Mahomes, but also because of their defense. If their defense didn't keep them in the game, they were not going to win that Super Bowl. I think any Super Bowl, any championship, one guy never, ever wins it alone. It's a team game, so I give credit to the entire organizations, not just one guy winning it. But that's a age-old debate. I think two things we can't really debate is that Rice and Moss are 1-2 when receivers come, right? I mean, I don't even think there's a debate for that personally. I mean, there's Larry Fitz fans, T.O. fans, but Rice and Moss, it's like 1 and 2, right? Top 2 in touchdowns. Those are all-time greats. And this is how it's such a positional debate because when we talk about the best receivers ever, everybody puts Randy Moss, second, third, first. He never won a championship. The only one that people look at championships, they only care about quarterbacks.
He should have with the team that we've got the
the Patriots team.
The undefeated.
Bob's Eli Manning. The David Tyree catch. That was the ultimate. It was like the 73-9 Warriors. They win all those games and they don't complete the championships. And that's why, is that Patriot team the best team to ever played the game? Yes.
No.
Even without the championship.
No, you got to win the championship.
You got to win the
They
championship?
weren't the champions. They weren't even the best team that season.
No, I didn't see, but here's what, if
Those
we were
regular
talking
season games
basketball,
mean nothing.
if we were talking basketball or baseball, I'd be with you.
I guess
football, it's one game.
I guess
plays the same schedule.
I guess it's the
No, I'm talking
85
about the
Bears
Super
because
Bowl.
they
No,
only
it's
I
only one
get,
game.
yeah, but I get that, and they lost.
it was a tough
That's why I
matchup.
love
The Giants
football,
played
though.
them tough early that year too.
Yeah,
Late in the year, but the regular season.
that was. The Super Bowl is only one game. It's always been that
Yeah,
way.
that's
so
why
if
I
you lose
love-
it, you lose it.
I'm saying that's why I
will-
love
They
football.
might have
will-
won 9 times out of 10, but they lost that.
I will say nobody's gonna rank them as the best team ever, but if I'm looking at the best football teams ever, it's like the 85 Bears are one because they only lost one game and they won the Super Bowl and they also were blowing teams out, shutouts in the playoffs, 46-10 in the Super Bowl. But man, that Patriot team definitely has to be in the top 5 ever, even without the championship. But most people will probably go with him. Everyone's all about rings. That's what people want. Always got a couple of them in that series. Who's going to get rings in the break room by getting some great W's, right? I don't even know if we have a hit video of the show, Alex, to be honest with you.
We're still 1 to go in the.
We
next
don't
bowl.
have a hit video yet.
1 to go in the college.
We got to get these cleared up because we need some headliners here. Chase is the jerseys. No jerseys done. So here's what we'll do. We're going till 2 o'clock. Whatever fills up by 2 o'clock will break. Whatever doesn't fill up by 2 o'clock will break at the 3 p.m. show. It was pretty much nonstop until 1:30. Brian Maresca put us 1 to go in the vault, and it's still 1 to go, question mark?
Yeah, I'm really confused at why.
I think it's a psychological thing because you guys will learn this. People want to see headliners, and they've seen all fillers so far, and it doesn't compute in people's heads that you want to see that because it means the headliner ratios are better. But if they don't see the headliners, they're like, the room's not seeing headliners today, so they're waiting. But don't be the guy that waits. One spot could get you an Elway and a Herbert. One spot could get you a Debo and a Rice. One spot gets you a Moss. One spot gets you a Carter and a Nelson. 2 helmets worth easily more than $1,000, maybe more than $2,000 combined, depending on what it is, for just $164. So we got 11 minutes. Who's going to close it up in the next 11 minutes? The vault and the college are both 1 to go. There is 0 reason why both shouldn't go. This series, by the way, 11 boxes left. Tebow, O.J. Simpson, Puka Nacua, Champ Bailey, and Primetime. 5 and 11 chance at a photoed headliner. All the photoed headliners, authentics here in the college. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you would like. Let me know what you want to close up here. The closer spot. Where did Chris go? I know where Pat Rich went. Actually, we don't know where he went.
No.
We never
He's always
found
on a
out.
flight.
He never told us.
It's
in the sky.
it's a 6-hour flight.
He's somewhere far.
He's just in the sky. That's all we know.
But I don't know where Chaz went, where Jeffrey went, where Dave went. Do not be afraid of the closer magic. We need a big shot Bob in the break room, right? I mean, a lot of guys get scared of that final shot, right? Not everybody is good at the final shot. Somebody's got to be good here in the break room to close up the college and the vault. Otherwise, we always say it, Alex, preview for the next show.
Yeah.
Great start for the show. Get us off and running because there's going to be a lot of headliners coming up. We got 7 custom lids in the final 28 boxes, 12 photo headliners, and we got closers, looks like, right?
Craig Crenshaw.
Craigers. Let's do the vault first. Did he close both?
He did close up the
All right, let's do the vault first. I want to see the vault. Vault double number 4. Drop me 2 box numbers. Unless the room really heats up real quick, these will be the last 2 breaks of the noon show. Brief lunch break and right back at it at 3 p.m. Central Time here at Ultimate Autographs. You guys got a lot of welcome aboard messages in our team channel. So love that, guys. So vault double number 4. Let's hear it. 2 box numbers. Craig is ready. He wants 8 and 29. All right, Craig, 8 and 29 work. We'll get those off our ticker here. 23 to 28 and 8 and 29. Steve Young and LeGarrette Blount. All right, Chris Taft, Chaz McSwain, Jeffrey Greco, Brian Maresca, and Craig Crenshaw here in the vault double box. So this will put us at 26 boxes left in the vault. So realistically, we probably knock out what? What should the over-under be? 15.5 for the next show, Alex?
At least.
15.5 at least, which would get us to 10 left for the guys tonight. I'll set it at 15.5. I say we hit the over.
I'm hammering the over.
Hammering the over. Okay. So that's been set 15.5. 10 clicks. 8 and 29. 29? Okay, perfect. All right, Jeffrey Greco looking to be the King of the North, NFC North. Brian Maresca, NFC South. Jeffrey's got the NFC East. Craig in the NFC West. Chris, AFC North. Chaz, AFC South and East. And Chris, AFC West. All right. Let's see here, guys. This one feels heavy. I think we have an authentic. I think we might have our first custom lid, maybe. Maybe a Speed Flex. Definitely a full-size authentic, I'll tell you that much. Uh-oh. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I see a visor.
Nice.
Now, this is sick. Oh, my goodness. Craig. Debo Samuel, baby. The ripped authentic with the silver visor. Debo Samuel, absolutely fantastic. One of the best receivers in the league. We almost forget how good he is as a receiver. I say this all the time, but I want this to sink in. He was 4th in the league in receiving yards a couple years ago. He's not just a gadget guy. He's a great football wide receiver, a fantastic player, a team leader, does a little bit of everything. Craig Crenshaw. How about Debo Samuel, my friend? That's the custom Samuel. Craig has not stopped winning today and last night. Magical 9 helmets last night. He's been in like 2 breaks, and he's already got 2 helmets. Congrats on the Debo Samuel.
Yeah, it pays to get in last.
Right?
Right?
The guys were
Close that
waiting.
up, and there you
The
go.
guys that were waiting. This is the closer spot, gentlemen. You guys were waiting. Craig got in there, and he made it happen. Imagine if he gets the Jerry Rice next, right? The last spot on the break for Craig Crenshaw. It's a little term. We have a couple terms in the room. We call it closer magic and box number mojo. Craig had them both. Got himself Debo Samuel. I did tell Pat Rich the Niner helmets would not be around, and that's 1 down, 1 to go, right? And the next one's even better. It's Jerry Rice, the GOAT. So now with the emergence of Mahomes and what he's doing, I could probably argue that when it comes to NFL history, the most solid GOAT, like the guy that is the more commonly known as the GOAT, is Jerry Rice more than any other position in football.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I think it's Brady by far.
Brady?
Brady Moss is my goat for wide receiver.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm a believer in longevity, which is why I have Brady as the GOAT now. But I think Randy Moss is more talented, but he had like 15,000 yards. Rice had more than
Yeah, but
22,000.
I just think that if Randy Moss was like, I'm gonna also play till I'm 40,
Sure.
then it's like.
But that's part of it.
Yeah, but like I can't.
I will say this though, Randy Moss in his late 30s was not that efficient. He wasn't that good. He was getting like
Talking
and he's
Tennessee
three or
Titan
400
Randy
yards.
Moss.
And he's
Tennessee
still-
Titan.
But that's what I'm saying, and he's still like those numbers count. That's the point I'm making. It's like, yeah, he. I'm not saying he was bad.
Oh, this is actually
I'm a
But he
Viking
played
fan.
forever,
I'm
man.
distancing away. Like, I'd
played
go
forever.
with Rice too.
Yeah,
I-
that's crazy.
I think he was getting 1,000 yards at 40 though. Rice was getting like 300 yards at what, 36, 37 maybe? I don't know. That's where I'm a longevity guy. I think Moss is late in his career, not as good. So Lawrence Taylor says, Bob, that's another good one. But we do obviously talk about Lewis, Reggie White. There's a lot of great defensive players. LT is my defensive GOAT. I just think to me, Rice is the most clear answer. But there's a lot of answers out there. I have a lot of respect for Randy Moss. Good news in this case, they're both out there.
Yeah.
They're both out there.
Maybe Devin Hester
Return guy,
might
yeah.
be the undisputed.
That actually could be true.
Yeah.
That actually, I might have to change my answer. Well, yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri or Justin Tucker?
Right, exactly.
I-
There's
yeah,
two good
probably
kickers.
Vinatieri.
Right now, it's Vinatieri. There's time to be had. One more box coming up. One more box in the vault double box.
Ray Guy punter.
Yeah, right.
Guy.
Ray Guy was a legend.
Only punter in the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Or is it?
There's probably
what's
some
his
really
name?
good long snapper we're missing.
Well,
Put some
we looked up
respect.
yesterday, the best number sixes.
Yeah,
Two of them were punters.
that's how we do
So
it.
what was it? Moorhead never had.
Oh,
the punt?
nice.
Yeah. Vault key, bonus money.
Let's go.
Allen Iverson is the answer. No one you mentioned, says Craig Crenshaw. So you're talking about him being the best basketball player? I don't know. We got ourselves. Ooh, this is nice. It's Mr. Cowboy, Bob Lilly, Hall of Fame 80 inscription. All the great Cowboys out there. Only one is nicknamed Mr. Cowboy. That is Jeffrey Greco. You've got the Bob Lilly Cowboy lid. So, no one called Harrison Butker the GOAT, Bob. That's for sure. Harrison Butker, I definitely do not agree with the statements. I'll tell you that much. We're talking about Adam Vinatieri and Justin Tucker. Bob Lilly was a 11-time Pro Bowler, 7-time first-team All-Pro, Pro and College Football Hall of Famer. Jeffrey, let me know what vault key letter you want. Otherwise, I will randomize.
There's only one Mr. Cowboy.
Only one Mr. Cowboy. And Craig is being facetious. His nickname is the answer. So Allen Iverson is the answer to every question. What's the answer? Allen Iverson, right? Bob
If you're asking
says
for the
it's a
truth,
joke.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah, the truth. That's another good nickname. I've kind of come to the mind, though, in my opinion, like, it's not the most funny nickname, but I like the cheetah because I think it's very fitting for Tyreek Hill. He's so fast, the cheetah. Congrats, Jeffrey, says Craig. There you go, Craig. Congrats to Jeffrey on Bob Lilly. All right, so Jeffrey's not in the chat. I will randomize his vault key letter, and we'll see which one it is. So we have A through E.
A to D.
A to what?
D, we already did E.
E's the one we did. Okay, so A to D. Kamen has a hard time with my jokes. That's okay, Craig. Sometimes I'm slow, but I keep trying, Craig. I'll come around. Don't give up, Craig. Never surrender. Maybe one day I'll appreciate his jokes. Trevor Massey has the best jokes in the break room. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
He is the king of the jokes. Let's do C. Vault key C. And then we have the college as well coming up. So that's 26 boxes left in the vault. We have how many photoed headliners? 11? That's almost 50% chance. Is this the... I think this is the Bob Lilly right here. All right. We'll get there, Craig. We'll work on our joke relationship, right? I believe in us, Craig Crenshaw. I believe we can fly. I believe we can touch the sky.
What's this?
Every night and day, Craig. Every night and day, my friend. All All right, Vault Box C. C on the way. How much bonus money is Jeffrey getting? All right, $50. 50 bucks, Jeffrey. So we have two 100s and a 200 left for the vault letters. You can tell Pat if he gets the Vic, I'll trade him the Debo. There you go, fair trade offer. Custom Debo for, I believe the Vic is a speed flex, but I will let him know for sure. College coming up next. Craig, Pat, Chaz, Dave, and Craig. College double number 1. This is probably the last break of the show, unless we're either full or within like 1 or 2 to go. Probably the last break of the early show. Yeah, it is a speed flex, Michael Vick. Yes, so it's actually probably worth more. Speed flex. You see the little top speed flex on there for Michael Vick. But maybe Michael Vick and Jerry Rice, maybe. I don't know. Rice is maybe even better. I don't know. 7 and 23 for college, says Chris. That's CHMC. Is that Chaz? Is that you, Chaz? I'm guessing that's Chaz. So 7 coming off the ticker. The Elway box. And then 23 as well in our college. Okay, so that'll be 24 and 25. All right, perfect. All right. Yeah, a lot of speed flexes in this series. A lot of custom lids in the vault. That is Chaz. What's up, Chaz? What's the squad, Chaz? What team do you rep? Can I just say, Chaz, I'm a big fan of your name. I mean, come on. Chaz. That's just a great name.
McSwain, too.
McSwain, right?
Well, I like the poll that you pulled from it earlier, the Chaz Michaels.
That's right.
You got the movie wrong.
I got the movie wrong.
One of my
Andy said
favorite
it was
movies
Will
of all
Smith.
time.
Will Ferrell. I know.
So he got
I
it
know.
wrong on multiple levels.
I tried.
He's
I
like,
tried.
What's Will Smith from Wedding Crashers?
Will Ferrell.
I'll only skate to one song and one song
It's
only.
like, wrong
Right.
guy, wrong movie.
I was close. I was in the ballpark. We got Craig Crenshaw in the Big 10, Chaz McSwain, the Big 12, Dave Alberta. You've got the ACC. Pac-12 is Chaz. Craig says SEC, SEC. It just means more, baby, Craig. Could it mean a Champ Bailey and the Tim Tebow Authentic?
That'd be cool.
One spot. What did he buy for this one? He got in for, what's the buy-in? $158. You get a Tebow Authentic and a Champ Bailey Authentic. We're looking north of probably $1,000 value for just over $100. Craig, that is fantastic, man. Fantastic possibilities. All right, let's do box 7. Box 7. Do we have maybe the college football GOAT Tim Tebow in here? We got an authentic. That's a good start. And that is a good start. Here you go, Andy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Craig, it's Tebow! Tebow time, baby. Florida Gator. We got the Gator chomp going on here. An awesome, awesome lid. This bad boy is clean. The matte blue finish. The Gator legend. Heisman Trophy winner, of course. National champion. Love the Team Tebow lid. That's the one Craig wanted. That's the one he got. He came, he saw, he conquered. Craig Crenshaw. That is the answer right there with the Tim Tebow. He's already got champ. Now he's got Tebow as well. Can we talk about Craig Crenshaw since last night? I mean, this guy has won in pretty much every break he's played. He is on a heater right now, Craig Crenshaw. I mean, come on. Craig, nothing for breakfast again today, Craig? Was it mac and cheese for lunch?
Who said it yesterday? Tyson was like, let's go to the casino.
Yeah,
Let's-
right,
I'm
with
with it.
Craig.
Let's go.
Craig gets scared of Stephen Lenhart, earlier today. I'd be scared of Craig right now. This guy is on something else. He's on fire. And the two best hits of the show, Tebow and Debo Samuel. That's our hit video right now, for sure. So put this Tebow lid right here. Congratulations, Craigers. Nothing at all today. Oh, colonoscopy tomorrow. Good luck, Craig.
You're in luck right now.
Good luck, Craig. That's why all the good things are happening now for him, right? Craig Crenshaw. All right. One more box coming up. We got ourselves a. Oh, okay. This is a former 3-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowl tight end,
Ooh.
Jay Novacek on the Wyoming lid.
Look at that.
Look at that one. One of the more famous Wyoming guys. It probably goes Josh Allen, followed by Jay Novacek. That is Pat Rich. Everything else spot. Congrats, Pat, on your Novacek lid. Okay. I love the Wyoming lids. Looking
Yeah,
nice,
that's
right? He's born to be, an awesome player. It's like a cowboy. He was a cowboy. The cowboy hat, it just fits Jay Novacek. If you don't see me tomorrow, don't worry, I'll be back. I will be honest, Craig, if I don't see you for a full day, part of me wonders what is going on with Craig. He's always here. Like, I can't go on about my day without Craig Crenshaw, so I will try to keep calm tomorrow if we don't see you, Craig. But you can't actually play with your phone as you're sitting in your bed resting. That is a possibility.
That is true.
It is very, very possible. So congrats, Pat, on your Novacek. And let me take a quick peek at the break page. The jerseys are not full. We're 5 to go in the vault, which is going to be a pre-fill probably for the next show. I think this is a good sign-off point. Before we go, though, guys, for the noon show, let's talk about hit of the show. I think it's probably down to 2 lids. It depends on, are we going iconic player or are we going sheer look? I'm going to go Tebow, just because we see a lot of Debo Samuel, Debo and Tebow. This is one we don't see that often in the break room. We have arguably the best college quarterback. Some say the best college player ever. That's going to be my hit of the show, Tim Tebow. What do you guys think? Tebow?
Yeah, gotta go
agree.
Tebow. Save the best for last, right?
Exactly. Debo Samuel, this is aesthetically probably the nicest lid. The red ripped. We got the visor. That is runner-up. Awesome wide receiver. And then I'm going to go again with, based on guys we don't see in the room as often. You guys are new here, but you'll see Warren Moon, Isaac Bruce quite a bit. I'm going to go McNabb as the bronze because I don't see a lot of McNabb in the room. Awesome quarterback. The Chunky Noodle commercials with his mom. This is my guy number 3.
And
what do you guys think?
That's the player you think of when you think of that lid.
Yeah.
When you see the Eagles lid, I think
McNabb.
of McNabb.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So-
that Eagles lid.
Yeah.
Like the Kelly Green, maybe.
Yeah, Randall Cunningham
Yeah.
maybe, right? Would you guys agree, though, or any other order? I mean, Warren Moon looks sweet.
I do like the old Seahawk, but
Yeah.
Donovan.
I'm gonna say
takes the
Isaac
cake.
Bruce because he gets a little disrespected.
Exactly.
That guy
Put-
is top 10 in a
Put
lot
some
of
respect.
stats.
I mean, we're talking about Mount
Last
Rushmore receivers. We didn't even mention him. He's right here in front of us.
Like I said last night
Fifth
on
in
the 6
receiving
o'clock
yards.
show.
I mean, come on.
Here's Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt. Just
Yeah.
eclipses him. People think about Torrey first.
5th in receiving yards ever. I mean, he's definitely top 10. I don't know about 5th ever, but he's got to be in the top 10 somewhere, Isaac Bruce.
Craig likes the Tebow the best.
Of
That's,
course. Well, he won
course,
it.
Of course.
Well, he did get the Debo as well, but he also has been in the room quite a bit. He knows Debo Samuel is a regular, and rightfully so, by the way. Debo is fantastic. But yeah, Tebow is king today, late in the show. But I'll be honest with you, as good as the Tim Tebow lid is, it would probably not even make the podium with what we have coming up in the next show. Because look at this. Randy Moss, the custom lid. I think that would definitely top it. Look at this helmet. With the dollar signs, with the blue visor. That's better than Tebow. The John Elway, that's better than Tebow, right? I mean, look at that. It's a ripped John Elway. It's a quarterback. Jordy Nelson, it's a speed flex, maybe. It's in the discussion. I mean, Rice is a speed flex. That's better than Tebow. The Michael Vick is a speed flex. That might be better than Tebow. So he wouldn't be even on the podium stand of the next show, probably, Tim Tebow.
It's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
Still gotta
so-
go,
A lot of great stuff that'll happen in the next show. Thank you guys for co-hosting with me, Alex, Ricky, Andy. You guys did all great. Thank you so much to the customers for watching, for chatting, for buying. You guys make the show possible. You guys make the show special. Without you guys, I'm talking to these guys. Without you guys, these boxes don't come out. You guys are the absolute best. I sold my 1T boy once, says Craig. Happy to have him on the Gator lead. Any NFL speed flex is better than Tebow. Yeah, that's true. Speed flexes are better. 3 of the helmets on the table are mine, says Craig. Well, what else did you win,
Pretty
Craig?
good day.
Pretty good day, and he's just getting started.
I
It's
know,
the noon
right?
show. He's got a colonoscopy tomorrow. He's going hard at 3 p.m. He's going hard at 6 p.m. There's going to be a lot more Craig Crenshaw helmets the rest of the day. We'll be back in 50 minutes at 3 p.m., 12, 3, and 6 Central Time every single day. Have a great night, guys. A great afternoon, guys. Excuse me. Used to the night show.
Yeah.
Great afternoon, and we'll see you in 50 minutes.